If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Why, hello, and welcome to session 12 of Legend of the Five Rings, Kintsugi Chronicles, Saga of the Inukai, Part 2, Section 3.
You can't even remember the whole thing. It's very complicated.
Session 12. This is Session 12.
Session 12.
Saga of Team Beatstick.
Yes. That's really what it should be called.
Mm-hmm. I'm Stu, I am your GM. And to my left
Is Jim, who is playing Daidoji Mako, Bushi of the Crane Daidoji family.
Hi, I'm Stork, and I'm playing Takashi Kayu, or Kayu Takashi, formerly of the Crab, now a Crane.
I'm Eli. I'm playing Minoru, who used to be a crab. Now he's just an old guy that does yoga.
So he's spiritual.
Those guys are always the creepiest guys in the yoga class.
Yeah.
They're like weirdly flexible, too. That's me. No, you're not the weirdly flexible one. And my name is Kimmy. I'm playing Makiko. And
Dislocates his shoulder. Swings his arm
His
around.
leg behind his neck.
and I am a Bushi who is supposed to be part of the. I am part of the Crane clan, maybe still, depending. We'll figure out when this ends how that is going to go.
Technically, you're Ronin.
Not quite.
Your daimyo died.
Yeah, but
Right now-
only that we all remember we decided last time that we were only Ronin if that family ends up dissolving, and that's
We're in that weird waiting to
nebulous,
see if
yeah.
our contract gets picked up.
Right.
we're
Trying to get renewed for season
yeah, we're
5.
freelancing right now.
You're technically unemployed if that happens, so you're technically Ronin.
We are very employed at the moment, though. We have
Yes.
our mission.
Yes.
We are employed. We just.
I'm practicing my art in the theater.
You're employed, but you're Ronin.
It's like the guy who went up. It's like the Russian that went up into like the Skylab or whatever it was at the time, and then the Soviet Union dissolved, and he was like, "Am I Russian or am I part of the Soviet Union? I don't know what I am anymore, because I wasn't there."
Oh, because was he Ukrainian or something?
I think, yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Anyway,
Who are you?
I'm Ichiro, a.k.a. Kadave, formerly of the Isawa Phoenix clan, but then seconded to the service of the Inukai, and now a specialist of the weird foreign lands.
Canada.
Because this might be my home now. I don't know if I'm ever getting back.
Yeah!
Yeah.
yeah, that segues to the recap, which now we got to remember.
And for the first time, I did not write immediately down what happened in the last session.
Beep, beep, beep,
Bum,
beep,
bum,
beep, tap.
bum.
I think we can remember.
I just jotted down a few notes. On a boat, got off the boat, met a bigwig in the city.
We did. So we
On a boat. Got
On a
off the
boat.
Met a big
we ended up getting on the boat. We stopped by.
Right, we're skipping a lot of stuff here because we started off in the Asahina lands
Yeah.
where
Yes.
we did a whole bunch of stuff. I meditated over some crap. You guys looted the house.
We did not loot.
Oh, you tastefully
We-
took selections of preserved items from
From-
your former daimyos.
We
The day-
curated a historical artifact exhibit.
And we were looking through the historical records to see if we could find any hints at how to, like, where they might be going, because we figured out the historical connection to the swords.
Right.
There was other things besides looting happening.
And we also had a whole bunch of things go to Miritsubishi Toshi because the Kuni told us that the Mahosukai fled in that direction. I had my meditation thing. I smelled ocean and that kind of thing. So I figured this guy's like on a boat or by the ocean. So I go, Mitsubishi Doshi's by the ocean. Zhang. So we head over there. We hook up with the same Mantis crew at the bar after a rousing game of Bushi Bushi Bushi.
Yes.
Which I won. Which you won. Which you always win. But and then we got on the boat. We went to the
Death Island.
Kurumeko.
We found the crew of what we assumed was the Mahusukai ship killed on shore.
And the whole village of people.
And
was empty.
It was empty.
The whole island was empty. We found a couple of zombies up at the keep.
And then I burnt
down the keep.
Right.
And then we said, well, there's nothing much left to
Because
do here.
player characters.
And fire.
It was a good assumption at the time.
It was.
Oh, yeah, if you'd
place
been
was
in there,
bad.
that would have been bad, yeah.
So, and then we decided, hey, looks like this guy fled to...
I think we're overlooking how we burned it down because it was a fisting, guys.
oh, yeah, the Fist of the Sun of Woe came down
Yes.
and burned
Yeah.
the place down, which was awesome.
Dave's
Then
new power.
we decided to continue on the assumption that he... Or what evidence did we find that they went to the Ivory Kingdom? Can't remember.
I think that was in Murasabisi Toshi.
Okay.
Yeah, we found out that's where the
That's where the ship was.
The ship was
headed.
finally
Yeah.
this night.
That was
yeah,
the final
so
destination situation. And we had the help of our Corvid friends.
the
Yeah,
crows.
the crows. Yeah.
And then we stopped for some supplies at, I believe, a crab port. Mm-hmm. And then we went to, what was the name of the city in the Ivory Kingdom?
It's called the Second City, I think is the
City,
name of it. Yeah.
and it's run by a relative of the emperor.
Right.
And she's in charge of it. We came in and we saw that all these duels were happening.
Right.
And so we were like, this is a little weird. So Stork worked to investigate that. We started... At the time, it seemed like a very good idea.
Yeah, it's like I thought I'd talk to one of the duelists, and then I stood there for 7 hours.
Well, we figured that, maybe this was part of the anger of the swords or something.
Right.
We found out because Jim's character was headed to go speak with what's her name? What was her title?
She's an Imperial Governor.
Yeah, Imperial Governor.
She's a member of the Imperial family.
Yeah, he kicked this snooty crane, I think.
No, it was a lion that walked up to me.
lion's ass.
You know how to
in
use your
one
sword?
hit.
And I went, bitch.
Yeah.
And I just jujitsu in the face.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was very good. And she happened to be looking and watching and was super impressed by him. So evidently all these duels are happening because she's looking for someone to be a sensei to her children. So
Because the former sensei was poisoned.
Was murdered.
Pretty much exactly at the same time as Mahusukai arrived
Right.
at the city. So
yeah. So that's why all the duels are happening, because all these people are fighting it out to see who's going to be in this tournament to get the honor of teaching her 5 children.
Wow. She is a productive woman.
She is, and
She's a reproductive woman.
and also we found
It could be as little as 3 pregnancies.
it could.
We could. Right.
That's
and-
only 3 years of life.
It could be as little as one.
Yeah. One
not unheard
or
of.
3.
Not without modern. Well, then they got Shugenja.
2.
That's like modern medicine.
It's magic.
No, yeah.
Anyway,
So then we went and it was very important. We taught Bushi 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 to the people in the tavern there.
Yeah.
It's a very important step in our adventure.
infusing the original Rokugani culture back into the
and also winning. And then then Stork found a blacksmith who has been tasked with making 5 swords for the governess's children. So
By the Chancellor of the Right? Minister of the Right.
Minister.
I think it's
Chancellor of the
Chancellor.
Left?
It's
Minister of the
Chancellor.
Right.
No, it's Chancellor of the Right and Chancellor of the Left.
they're both
Name and a
chancellors.
direction, and it's a mix of those 2 things that Stu will look up in a minute, so we'll get it correct.
I think it was the right guy.
Okay.
That's the one you went and talked to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the
Yes.
right because I thought he said Reich the first
Oh
time.
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so too, and I was like, oh man.
Okay.
That's not an obvious bad guy, is it?
Chancellor of the Reich.
Otomo Moritaka.
Right. And then Stork threw some shade on the blacksmith for his flaws.
His
Yeah, that's pretty
poor
awesome.
example work.
Or was it Takama? Was it Chancellor? Oh, it was Chancellor of the Right.
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 Okay, right.
Yeah. And I think you were trying to stall him, right? Make him do it again so it would take longer.
Use this
Or
fucking...
okay. So I
use
was
a
putting
shade.
very logical reasons on what you were doing because that seemed like a brilliant plan to me. Insult him, make him start again on it,
It's
and
like, oh, maybe
You
it
sure you
isn't
want to
very
bend it
good.
that way?
Maybe I can fold it a few more times. I don't know.
so anyway, so it's very obvious to us that the cycle is possibly beginning again with the wielder of the Dewclaw, who we're trying to figure out who it is.
We also have the weird spider clan
Right.
angle.
Those are the
Can we just
tainted...
ignore him?
We don't like that.
I at least put them in a city far, far away from Brooklyn.
Right?
But they're kind of a pivotal part of the flavor.
So, I wrote down they're in charge of Edda. What's Edda?
Those
Edda are the lowest caste of people.
Oh, that's right, because I have to go talk to that guy because it was my idea to think up, like, hey, are you missing any horde of people that just died? That was my great plan. That's why I wrote that down.
That is a great plan.
And I don't remember what I was doing. I think I remember going to the inn and hanging with Eli, and then I remember for some reason running into the blacksmith. That
I think we ended with Bushy, 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 right?
yeah, I think so too. We're all at the inn.
They're kind of crunchy.
I'm gonna very quietly eat
I'll
cookies.
put more
now.
sugar in them, and then they'll be chewier. Butter. Is it butter that makes them chewier? I thought it was
something
sugar
that somebody took out.
My wife, when she made them, she used something that wasn't a pan, and so when they cooked, it just dripped through.
I was like, is there a gem that somebody took out?
No, I wish.
All right. So, should we say it's the next morning? You found some place to sleep. So
We're split, right? We're all over the place. Yeah.
no, I think you all got together. When the bushy.
Yeah, I think we're all.
And we sort of had our conference on all of the things we saw.
So it's the next morning.
How much money have I won from people
I
for
don't-
playing Bushy, Bushy?
I
Bushy?
said last that I'd run a betting pool up to 12
Yeah.
koku.
Okay. So we
So
won
you
a
get,
small
like, 5.
fortune. Okay, 5. Okay.
That's how it works.
A pretty good amount, but not enough you could retire on. You know what I'm saying?
By that point, I was probably drunk.
If you're
enough.
keeping book, you need to.
one more, one more good
big.
score, and we can retire. I swear.
We just need to find some other city that's never heard of this drinking game.
That's what we'll do. We'll go through like the edges of the empire, like fleecing all these cities.
Whole bunch of drunk senpet.
All right. So you guys wake up in the morning, and they, of course, you're at an inn, probably across from the sake house you were at.
I forget. Do we know that you went to talk to the blacksmith?
That was actually where we ended, was him with the blacksmith. Like,
Okay. So we were all drinking, and you went to go talk to the blacksmith. I'm probably drinking water.
I guess,
Right.
but then I would come back. I'm not going to stay at the blacksmith's house.
Right.
He's like, I love this place.
you go in, you're like, you know what? You're okay. Could be a little better. Mind if I crash in the corner?
Have one more bean curd pocket.
Well, you know, I think there's no better time than for me to. If everybody, as people wake up, I'll tell everybody where I'm going, but I'm going to go speak to the spider clansmen.
Okay.
Do you think that it's wise to go alone, Shugenja?
I don't see why not.
I'll go with him.
Thank you.
There's a lot of dueling. There's a lot of straight crazy dueling going on right now. We should probably run in groups.
Also, we do not know the face of our enemy.
I'm not often challenged to duels in the street. Most people see the one-arm thing and they kind of...
I would figure an unscrupulous scorpion would just figure it's an easy win.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, take care.
But let's all be sure to try to avoid any trouble or attention. It could be that whoever we're chasing doesn't really know we're here yet, and should probably keep it that way.
Mikiko looks around avoiding attention. Okay.
Unless it's the Chancellor who we think is making these swords. Or at least perhaps influenced by the guy to have the swords made.
Indeed. Until we know for certain, we should be most cautious. I will perhaps stop drinking or playing drinking games that involve yelling.
So who's going to go with them to the spider?
go.
The spider,
Eli,
spider
yeah.
clan's sort of enclave is right in the middle of peasant country. They're not allowed.
Makes sense.
They're not allowed with
Yeah,
the rest.
they're in the middle of everything. It's a spider.
Who's going with them?
Every time at night you open up the door, you shine a torch outside, and you just see the eyes out there. And there's just all these spider clansmen just standing out in the field looking at you funny.
That's definitely not wrong.
Well, you know it's not the cockroach clansmen because when you turn the light on, they just scatter.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head. It's a walk. I mean, this city's miles by miles. It's huge. So
Be
you're
back for lunch.
right.
You just have ponies.
Still.
Did you have-
No, we didn't have any ponies.
Because they took a boat here and walked.
yeah,
in the city.
Yeah, I think you left the ponies in Mitsubishi Toshi.
We're just skipping along the street.
You asked.
What do they call those little? Those little
Yeah, I'm not good at being the coconut guy, man. That's all you.
Rickshaws?
Yeah, that's it. What do they call those rickshaws?
Rickshaws?
So the name that I wrote down for this spider clan person is Daigatsu Ayomoto.
That's right. There he is.
See, look! And that's the end of my useful notes.
Yeah, he
One.
was the one who's in charge of directing the Edda. So you basically go through Peasantville, and there's all kinds of little craftsmen and things around, and the typical little shops and things, and people trying to separate samurai from their money.
Squid on a stick.
It makes me sad.
Squid on a stick.
So good.
And then and you come to looks like a very humble sort of walled, not really fortressy, but defendable position. And you can see that there's some housing inside, and there are two samurai standing guarding the entrance of it with a mon that you've probably never seen before,
What does it look like?
like a spider.
Did you have an example?
There
of
might be
it?
one in here.
I
Let me
don't
see if
know.
there's. Let me see if they show. I don't know if they show the
So is this a recognized clan, or are they
Yeah,
like?
that's what I was just about to ask. Like, what's
Yeah.
their status in the greater
in the greater. They don't exist.
continental Rokugan?
My guess is they probably started sending them here because they were willing to go, because a lot of Rokugani who got sent here
punishment.
against their will.
It's like the Australia.
It looks like that.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually not. They don't have their mon in the book.
Oh, well.
I just typed in
yeah,
the L5R Spider Mon.
Spider-Man.
I know we're not the first to make that joke. There's no way we are, but
No, I know.
So they are not technically samurai.
Yeah. Here.
Okay, so they're recognized here.
Sure.
So the governor, the imperial governor, would recognize them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a clan
Okay.
here. Not back home, but here. I wouldn't call them a great clan. I'd probably call them a so-so clan, but they're a clan.
A minor clan.
Minor, yeah, maybe even not minor. They're probably not as revered as the tortoise or the chipmunk or the.
Or the hair?
Is there a
Right.
chipmunk clan?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Got my hopes all up. I was like, next character right there.
Sure. There's only two of them.
Christmas time is here. Right.
Oh my god, I love
There's
that.
Amio's Dave.
Makes sense.
With Chip and Dale as Shingenja.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All I want for Chrysanthemum Festival is my two front teeth.
That'll all go in the album with Mitsubishi Toshi.
Is the thing.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Rokugani Christmas album.
All right, after the game, we're done. We're doing
Right.
it.
All right, we were doing a thing.
Yes. Good afternoon.
And they, as you approach, they bow. They bow a little lower than you would expect samurai to bow to you.
I've come seeking. No,
I turn the page.
I'm going to step in front of Dave. Mm-hmm. Do they do anything weird?
No.
Because I don't know these guys. I don't care if they live or not.
You're trying to pick a fight.
I'm not trying to pick a fight. I just don't want them to be crazy because I don't know who they are.
Oh, of course.
Like, I walk up, I'm like, "Hi, how's it going? I'm here to see," and they're like,
I'm talking.
Hey, where's your things back?
Yeah.
"Pardon me, my car broke down. Could I use your phone?"
Die!
I'm here to come to see Ayamoto Daigatsu.
Of course. Please come with us. You walk inside, and pretty Spartan for a. I mean, very humble. I mean, you don't see a lot of decorations, and there's not a lot of on things, and you can see like little flags and things like that. They don't seem to have much of that. And it takes you to a.
Clean though.
Yeah, it seems clean.
Okay.
Yeah. And they take you inside sort of the main building, and then there's a little slidey door off to the left, and they open it up, and then they sort of bow to you and allow you entry.
No, thank you. Is this person in there? Is he sitting
Yes,
on a
well,
throne? Okay.
well, he's not sitting on a throne. He's like a little short little dais, you know.
Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he saved money on all the other decorations to get a really nice throne. Like my grandfather always told me, you never skimp on anything that comes between you and the ground. Shoes, mattresses, chairs.
Floors.
Yeah, never buy the cheap. Always get good ones.
That's not bad advice.
That's actually great advice.
super wise.
It really totally
My
is.
grandfather was a font of ridiculous, humble knowledge.
So you walk in, and there's a couple of peasants there, and they're like, as you walk in, they like genuflect, like kowtow all the way, forehead to the floor, and he gestures, and they get up, and they sort of back away from you and head out.
Again,
And
good
he
afternoon.
looks at you inquisitively.
I am Ichiro. I have come with a question. I was told that you and your clan oversee the Edda of this city.
I specifically oversee the Edda. Yes. I am Daigatsu Ayamoto.
I come with a
Would you like tea?
well, it would be wonderful. It was a long walk.
And he sort of, and then they come in with some tea.
And I'll thank him for it. But I come with a delicate question. Several of my companions and I have come all the way from Rokugan in pursuit of a foul user of blood magic. And our fear is that he made it to the city and may be attempting to raise an army of the undead. He has done it once before and attacked our homeland. He was defeated there and fled, but we don't want him to have time to muster up a large force again.
Certainly.
So I come with the question that to be aware and to, if you have seen anything unusual or heard anything unusual from the workers.
No, I have not. We, as it is our responsibility to supervise them, we ensure that the remains of the dead are properly disposed of, burned, of course, as is custom in Rokugan.
No, very good, very good.
For, as can happen in Rokugan, unfortunate things with the dead can happen here as well.
I don't have sincerity, but do I think he's BSing?
Go ahead and make a roll.
Good luck.
2 days more in is you're awesome.
Okay, 10. And I don't know. Oh, he seems truthful.
Yeah. I mean, spider clan. Who the fuck knows, right?
I mean, I've never dealt with these guys.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
The only thing you know about them is that they're all tainted. They all have.
Yeah, I hate them.
They all have the taint to it. Oh, I didn't mention
I
that?
didn't know
I'm
that.
sorry. Yeah, that's the whole thing about them.
Cool.
It's samurai. It's a place where samurai can. I would like a slice.
Did you order it for yourself?
No, I ordered it for you and your brother.
Why?
You guys don't want pizza?
I didn't say that.
Okay. But I would take a slice of pepperoni and a slice of cheese.
Don't be so hasty, Father.
Like, why? Because you're carbon-based life forms and need to eat?
Damn your warm blood. I fed you last year.
Basically, samurai who become tainted are sometimes given the option to emigrate to
Go
the
to
second
Tahiti.
city. Go to Tahiti, right? It's basically kind of part leper colony. Put it that way.
Oh,
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not the whole place is tainted. No, but they're allowed to come and live their lives here. And
I
of
look
course-
down at my teacup again.
But no, it was just none. Like, yeah.
Because I was going, he's accepting the tea. Okay, I'm not there.
It does have a hint of jade petal.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
That means it is tainted, and they're making sure you just don't get it.
Bad water. Bad water.
The taint is on
That
the
would be
outside
terribly
of the cup.
impolite for them to give you tea. That
Hello, spiders.
Look, man, if we didn't have spiders, we'd be overrun with mosquitoes.
No, there's plenty of things to eat them. We'd have lizards and stuff too. We can get along perfectly fine without spiders.
No.
mosquitoes we can get along perfectly fine without.
Yes.
That's we need a mosquito clan.
So anyway,
What'd you like to do?
Good.
You're all recovering Maho Sukai. Do you want blood?
Well, I appreciate your help. If anything comes up, please don't hesitate to contact me at, and I'll give him the name of the inn where we're staying.
If you would like to observe, it is an unseemly thing, but if you would like to observe
Our feeding.
how they handle the dead, I could certainly take you to one of the several places where this is.
I wouldn't want to intrude,
There would be no intrusion.
but I suppose it would be my duty to see this question through.
Very well. I have a few meetings today, perhaps tomorrow morning. You could either meet me here, or I can give you the location of one of the places, and I can meet you there, whichever would be more amenable to you.
Whatever seems most convenient based on what I know of the city.
Okay, well, he brings out a little map of the city, and he shows you, and it's big. It's a big city.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 of these locations, sort of strategically posted around, where
Sure. So they're not having to cart people
all the way through
4
the city.
miles through the
Right.
city. Yeah.
And we didn't quite make it to the bonfire.
Bring out your dead.
Oh, damn it.
This one got up.
That's why they have the guy with the stick.
Bring out
He's
your
not dead yet!
Right.
Yeah, whatever seems the most logical for, like,
Okay.
if it's closer for me to go from our inn to one of the spots, then I will do that.
Okay. And says I will meet you there an hour, 2 hours after dawn.
Very good. Appreciate your help again.
And any way we can be of assistance to you, please do not hesitate to ask.
The best assistance that I could possibly ask for would be continuing to do your duty.
Of course.
And I'll give him a bow.
Okay.
Once we get out of earshot, Sama, we should go check them now. I don't think we should give them time to cover up their tracks if they
That's
are
a good
trying.
idea. Sure. We'll head to the nearest one.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my eyes out for.
Yeah.
While they're doing
runners.
that, I'm going to ask Makiko if she wants to come with me to all the porcelain places.
Oh,
as
okay.
well,
All right.
Since we're tracking that as well.
Okay.
Indeed.
And also,
Should we
Historic.
take the
Yeah.
smith?
yeah, well, he's the closest thing to a craftsman we have. We should probably take him with us.
Indeed.
I know very little about porcelain.
Neither do I. But
You at least know
You also
about
have to get it hot.
a cheap. Well, getting materials from.
I'll go with you.
Purveyors?
I know very little about porcelain. In weaponsmithing, we use clay and fine porcelain to help with the tempering of the blades. That's really as far as I know.
Well, that is much more than either of us know.
indeed. Not only that, if you know how workshops function,
With that, I do.
Indeed.
you might be able to pick up on whether this place has been working at a higher capacity or a lower capacity, something like that. Just anything that you might be able to glean would be useful.
Workmen talk a lot, and oftentimes the craftsmen will gather together. Perhaps if we were trying to track down somebody who's making new swords, perhaps the craftsmen would know best. Not the masters, but the actual people crafting.
I'm sorry, would you have told us that you went to the blacksmith the night before?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
you have
talked to the
separate-
smith, but not his workers, which is an error on my part because they're the ones that see and observe and know.
If you think that this course would be more fruitful for you, please feel free to follow it.
No, not at all. It just occurs to me now that perhaps instead of talking to their masters, who are all vying for work and selling, it's the people that are doing the labor that talk to each other. They're the ones that run into each other in the markets. They're the ones that are, they all know each other, and they would probably know who's working and who isn't, and what capacity. The masters will keep secrets from each other, but they forget the workers talk.
And they may be completely unaware of any kind of plot and just might be able to give up some details unbeknownst to them. that could be useful.
In large factories and large shops, people are often overlooked, and it's usually the ones doing all of the labor, but they are the ones that are interacting with others and others of the craft. Who do you think waits in line, or who do you think goes shopping for the clay and for the steel and for the ingots? Not the master.
I have no idea.
Well, it occurs to me now that perhaps instead of talking to the masters, we should talk to this. But going to the shops is a good idea. I shall accompany you.
Perhaps you can take that. Maybe you can stay slightly aloof of us and take that tack and speak to the craftsman while we distract the masters.
I'm good at distracting.
That's an excellent thought.
So, we go shopping.
Stu's favorite. We're going to work it into every game, Stu.
That's fine.
This is shopping with a purpose.
So you're looking for ceramic craftsman, sword craftsman. What? I kind of lost track. 'Cause I was
We're
very
looking
involved.
for anybody that produces porcelain.
Okay.
Right. I'm taking my koku, my bushi
Remind me
winnings.
where we were going with the porcelain thing? There was
The masks and the
the
zombies.
masks. That was it. Thank you.
Okay.
They want to get an early run on indoor plumbing.
I'd forgotten that we were tracking down masks. Yes.
I'm gonna very clearly wear my pouch, my purse, and make it's very full.
Okay.
I'm
There's
guessing
no
that's
better.
a good beer.
What happened?
Every once in a while, you experiment, you try something new, and every once in a while, it bites you right in the face.
Oh, your
what is
peanut butter stout. Ooh.
No, I've had peanut butter stout from that Belching Beaver that is delicious.
Yeah, really good. It's really
And I
good.
saw another brand of it, another brewery that makes it, and I picked it up and I thought, oh, that looks good. I'll give it a try. It's
John
not
Paul
okay.
Jones peanut butter stout.
Well, it was made by one of the members of Led Zeppelin, so of course it's not very good.
Well, it's not like they've been doing anything else lately. Maybe you took them brewing.
I'm reaching. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not that funny.
Who?
I don't know. Shopping.
All right. So you wander along, and there you come to a place that's makes porcelain and like little statuettes and things like that. and the proprietor is eBay.
On purpose?
How long were you sitting on that one?
Next time they go shopping, I swear, this is what I'm going to do. And I go, are you the proprietor here?
Hi,
This is non-samurai, right?
non-samurai.
And I go, I would like to know if anyone has inquired about ordering a large amount of raw materials. Not actual finished porcelain products, but raw materials.
What do they make porcelain out of?
It's made out of a very fine
Is it
clay.
sand or is clay? Okay. Like real silty, like
Yeah.
soup, like okay.
While he's doing this, I'm going to walk around the shop looking at the goods. Kind of judging it and like casually shaking my, like leaning to the side so all the jingling in my purse like makes sound.
He said he says I have never had anyone ask me for the raw materials, only the finished products.
I hand them a couple of zenny and a note with our location. And I go, I would be very grateful, far more grateful than this, if anyone were to inquire about purchasing raw materials, that you contact me here and let me know.
I would say that I was to get a shipment yesterday, and the price has increased.
Who is the producer of these raw materials? Could you point me in their direction?
It is far up the river inland. There is a dry lake bed from where much of the material comes from.
And I go, with a very serious sort of lean and look at him in the eye, just to make him comfortable. It's very important that no one knows of this conversation.
I'm going to go and just stand behind him and look at this.
All right.
Not that.
Yeah, it's real easy to threaten a porcelain vendor when you walk around with a 7-foot-long stick.
Even my face is
I was just going
cracked.
to say, remember, she's got like a crack in her face, yeah.
Like
No, this guy's
guy's
having a bad day right now in general. This guy-
particularly able to be swayed by your kind of persuasion.
All right.
She's a crab in
yeah.
a porcelain shop. Anybody?
Very good, Eli. Okay, so we'll start heading up towards that place.
You can basically leave the city. I mean, it's a ways up. He tells you, he probably gives you a distance. He probably tells you it's going to take you. It's probably a 4 or 5 hour walk. It's a long way away.
Then before we leave, I'm going to leave a note at the end for these guys.
Okay.
Because I don't know how long it's going to take. to get back.
Was this you two, or you want one of them?
I don't know. What do you
wanna go with
What do you
us?
want to do? I mean,
Can I buy ponies?
you're out on your own, yeah?
No, he's not with Eli.
Yeah.
Three of us. I guess I should go with. I
Okay.
might as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'm back at the end playing bushy.
I have
Right.
no problem with renting some ponies to head up there to be
Okay.
a little bit quicker.
Oh yeah, you could get there in it's like 2 hours.
Okay.
There might be a trade caravan depending on how much material they move.
True.
That we could go. That goes back and forth.
Perhaps they have other animals to rent.
For what ends?
If you're in a new land, you want to...
Do they have an elephant I can rent?
Right?
I want to ride
Or
I'm
a
perhaps
renting
a rhinoceros?
The elephant. Yes.
You're not going to get. No, you're never going to get another rhino.
water buffalo.
It's gonna be a llama.
Not a sketchy
Potamine.
llama.
Perhaps
Yeah.
several emu?
Not interested in that.
saddle?
No.
They're
No.
fast though.
They are.
They'll get you up there fast.
We've all seen the Swiss Family Robinson.
Yes.
Well, that
Yeah.
samurai
That was an
ostrich
ostrich.
cavalry has always been.
You're right,
well known.
but
Emu are much too dumb.
They probably have like water buffalo or something they use to haul.
Right.
And well, I'll say you rented ponies, and you're actually like as you're heading up, you actually catch up to an enormous wagon that's being pulled by like two it'd be water buffaloes, not bison. Yeah, water buffaloes. Like that's headed up, and it's like this steep incline and this little road on the side of this river that doesn't have a lot of water coming out of it.
Yep.
It is a siltisserie.
Right. They're mudders. Okay.
The butter life is a hard life, man.
So you guys are headed up that direction. And like as you like are leaving, there's like you can see there's like smoke, like black smoke coming up. Kind of, I don't know, probably a mile to your left.
Okay.
And then and cutscene. So you get to the
Turning to Dave now.
Oh no, Dave's on fire.
Our three travelers
It's
on their
always on fire.
Our three travelers exchange concerned looks and questioning glances. Cut to Dave.
The fire engine's on fire.
I really don't think you should have drank that tea song.
Man. Sorry.
you get out to one of these places where the dead are being cremated.
Yeah.
And this isn't obviously where they deal with samurai. This is commoners.
Sure.
And there's a samurai kind of standing on a knoll, not doing anything, watching everything. He has Spider-Man. And there's I don't know, probably about a dozen Edda who are out there. And some of them are putting firewood. And
Well, there's an active bonfire here, and
yeah.
seems good. Seems good.
And the samurai sees you from across and he bows to you.
No, I'll give him a jovial wave. Okay. We're just out to see the sights.
You're gonna talk to the fire commie that spend all their time burning bodies? That's
No.
just- I was like, I want to know what they have to say.
Nope. Walking away.
We're just starting necro-tourism.
Yeah, these giant fire commies just, oh yeah, every day we get fed.
Oh yeah, I love that idea. I love that picture, man. That's super sweet. I dig it. Next time I get a chance to be turned into a bad guy in this game, for sure. For sure, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
Feeding on the rendered fat of the day.
Yep. Every day we're sitting here.
I'm the law. Oh. Bring me a bucket.
I mean, the kami are doing their. I don't know if it would change the kami at all, because they are. That's their purpose is to destroy and turn things.
Oh,
to
they're
ash.
having a great time, but
Yeah.
but to think about like a fire that's been burning for years,
Yeah.
I could see that it would, especially if it's feasting constantly. Like I could see that it could take on that kind of a personality.
People died.
Multiple interpretations.
People die by cutting
Yeah.
themselves. Like, you get a scratch on your finger and you die a week later.
It's
So-
really up to the game master to
Sure.
decide for sure.
Sure.
But like, I love the picture.
I know, I do
of
too.
it.
I do too.
This is just
This Jabba the Hutt sort
Yeah,
of
don't make commies send out for you.
sort of Jabba the Hutt calcifer, So, I don't have to do anything and they bring me food. Humans.
But everything looks, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, there's like 2 bodies stacked up they haven't put on yet. But you don't see, there's not like piles of bodies around here waiting or anything like that.
And there's no like buildings near here,
There's a couple like little shanties, like,
but not like a warehouse.
no.
Okay.
And there's a good road that leads up here. And
It's like a warehouse of just dead bodies. Like, oh, we got back up today, guys.
Yeah, some days there's a bad day. You gotta
it's-
do something.
yeah,
you
you
don't
do-
want them out in the sun.
there could be a
You
plague.
get a car crash that happens, or, you had a boat that overturns.
Bad situation
yeah.
at the El Pollo Loco.
It's some bad fish.
The
Wipe out a
football
whole
team on the bus.
Yeah.
You know?
Bad sushi.
So,
Plus,
That
for the
looks
monks
fine.
at Chinsei today.
well, I'm
Well, I mean,
I'm
Nora's going to
satisfied
give
with
it
it,
like a
yeah.
discerning eye, but he doesn't have
Yeah.
like any kind of investigatory skills.
Right.
So he's just kind of like,
Looks
this seems
normal.
legit.
You can make it. Go ahead and make your investigation roll. Your
Totally
default.
awkward place to be. We're around a bunch of
Oh, I
dead people.
legitimately have that
Perception.
skill. What is it? Perception.
It's a 9, 16.
16. You're not seeing anything that seems...
No, it's more than 16. 19.
19? Okay. Nothing seems untoward.
That's a 9.
8, 7.
Isn't that
Oh,
one
there's
a
a
10?
10. 10. 9, 10, 8.
Gonna re-roll this one.
Yeah.
7.
3 and 8 is 41.
Yeah, this place is being run the way it's supposed to be run.
Very good.
Absolutely. But
Their books are in order.
their books are in order. So cut back to you guys. You get up to this sort of dry lake bed, and there's like a lake, and then you can tell when the water level is higher. There's an entire area of it that right now is dried out, and it's incredibly dusty, and it's a silt. It gets everywhere.
I'll try to find somebody who looks like they're in charge guy.
Okay, yeah, there's like a headman.
All right.
Who's the guy with the whip in his hand?
I walk up to him.
Soap master.
He bows.
Sama.
I go, what is your name?
Brenda dude.
Dude Gaia-san.
Yeah.
You guys.
My name is NPC.
Akane.
Akane. Akane-san, it is come to my attention that the prices for your materials have gone up recently.
We had I had a major purchase the day before yesterday.
Who?
It was a ceramic craftsman named Koto.
Where might I find this Koto?
He is in the city. I can if you would like I can give you the
Please.
map out where he would be, and he draws out and shows you where it is, and he shows you a little symbol over his thing. Because he normally purchases, he says, I don't know, 2 barrels of stuff every fortnight, and he ordered like 8 barrels, which is almost his entire shipment.
Once again, I do the same thing with like the note when where I'm staying, a couple of zenny, tell them anybody else comes up here trying to buy more of this, like an obscene amount of this stuff, please let me know.
Of course.
And don't talk to anybody about this conversation.
And he again, he bows deeply, and
These are not the samurai you're looking for.
Okay. So I immediately set course to find this guy.
all right, you're headed back, and you guys are headed back to the main road, and boop, you join back up.
What do you know?
Hey.
So the implication was that the
guys.
smoke that they saw was the dead people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. I just wanted to double check that
Yes, that was it.
and not, hey, look, there's other smoke.
Catch each other up. I'll be right back.
Very good.
You'll notice my pizza that I asked for never showed up.
Of course not.
Of course not.
You want a pizza?
Me and Menorah do the secret team beat handshake when we like see each other.
Yeah.
Stu, I'll
need to
take a
figure
piece
out
of
what
this
that
one
is.
left over too.
Yeah.
Team beat stick.
Yeah.
Beat stick high sign.
Yeah. Right.
It's like that. What's the Filipino dance thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
With the
poles.
with bamboo poles.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, they have the martial art, the screamo martial art.
No, but it's more like they have the poles on the floor.
Pole in the
yeah,
And
and
there are
then
people
they-
that are moving it around.
You
And
move
the guy
it,
just
and the
sort
guy
of just
dances
moves
through.
It's very
Yeah.
cool.
They're super cool to
Yeah.
watch.
I'm just there for the lechon and the pancit. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's super
Okay.
cool too.
Well, chun, I'll eat that all day, every day.
Yeah.
Fat.
Is everything in order with the dead?
For now, the Spider Clan seems like they are running a tight ship.
It would seem that someone has purchased a vast amount of porcelain here in the last 2 days.
Of course. All signs point to this red bastard.
We're heading towards the supposed location of the person that made this purchase.
Oh.
It's fortunate that we all met up, because this might be a dangerous situation if this actually leads us to our quarry.
Indeed.
He seems elusive, but I would doubt that he would end up being a craftsman.
It is my suspicion that if he is behind this purchase, he's probably using someone as a
proxy to purchase these things for him, because it did seem like the man who was in charge of the quarry knew this person that he sold it to, so it's not somebody that's new to this city.
Some stranger walked up and said, "Hey, I'll take all of your."
it.
Yeah.
The craftsman may be unaware of the purpose of
Why or how?
Just doing
this order.
business.
Indeed.
He's excited to get business, I'm sure.
As would any craftsman.
Dave?
Well, no, I'm good, thank
I'll take a slice of the cheese.
you. You like it, the cheese?
I like the cheese, yeah.
I'll take the other slice. Sound good?
All right, so we are all caught up, and we are riding, and some of us are walking because they weren't smart enough to rent ponies, back
Right.
into town.
Okay.
We didn't go 4 hours outside of town.
Right.
We just had a scenic walk through town.
Renting ponies was still a great idea, though.
All right.
Hells yeah.
So you're gonna head to Koto's?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of us together.
All right. You get to the guy's shop, and you see similar things, finer, nicer things. And he's there, but it's not much larger than the other place. It's like a little stand. He has a little workshop in the back with a furnace or whatever.
Go to the back of the shop, make sure nobody leaves.
He says to Minoru.
Walk up to the front and go, "You're the proprietor here?
Hi.
I was told that you recently purchased a large amount of raw materials. Can I inquire why?"
I was told that there was possibly going to be a shortage, so I decided to order more, so I would be able to continue my trade.
Who told you that there would be a shortage?
My supplier.
Makiko gives you like a look like, it's different.
I would like to account for this material that you have purchased. Where is it?
It is in the back.
The shopkeeper was lying.
He takes you through to the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
It's probably in barrels. And it is about a quarter of what the other guy was describing.
You mean to tell me that you've used 3/4 of this large amount of clay in the past day and a half?
No, what you see here is much more than I would normally order.
So I just want to make sure, out of character, that there are obvious discrepancies here. I go, very well. Thank you.
Can I tell if he's lying? What do I roll to tell if he's lying?
Sincerity?
Awareness plus sincerity.
So awareness. I don't have no sincerity.
And those don't
15.
explode.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't. Oh,
Not
so
if you don't have the
15.
skill.
We had a Filipino connection say the dance is Ti Ni Kling.
Nice.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Totally cool.
Yep.
He is being evasive.
Mm-hmm. Your wares are lovely. It would be a shame if they became dust.
I don't understand.
You are not being entirely forthcoming with us.
Can I hear this conversation?
Yeah, you're like right on the other side of like a little fence.
I'm probably not being very quiet. Shockingly. Not shockingly.
Not shocking.
I assure you, I'm telling you the truth.
pauses and looks towards her talkie friend.
Minoru starts kind of like wrapping his Tetsubo. Like, this is about to go down through the wall.
On the fence?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to intimidate this guy, add to the ambiance.
I'll look at you guys for the high sign. Like, if you want to get real with this fool, I'll get real.
So there's a thing in clay making called a pug mill, where they take there's a thing in clay making called a pug mill where they take the excess clay that from cast-offs, like when you throw something, there's excess, and they put it back in and they remix it.
Sure.
So I'm going to wander over to the pug mill maker and say,
Hold on 1 second. I have to use the restroom. Right now.
oh,
Sorry.
You can tell us.
Tell us about the pug mill.
What is a pug mill?
where did the pug mill is bigger? It's well,
Is it
clay
made
is
of
still
real
wet.
pugs?
You can reuse it.
Yes.
Right, so like when you throw it and everything, there's all this excess, and they take it and they put it back and they reconstitute it back into new clay. And they add it to the old clay,
like
clay, to the new
Ghost.
clay, and they keep reusing
It's
it.
like ground beef
Yes.
at a
And a pug mill is
low quality market.
so as long as the clay is wet, it's constantly being reused. In fact, you can even grind down clay that's already been fired and add it in as well in small amounts, depending on what
It's
it
like
is you're
recycling
doing.
old tortillas.
It's a very clay is a very flexible thing. Now, porcelain, I'm assuming, has many of the same characteristics. I actually looked it up earlier, but I didn't get all the way through the Wikipedia because it's huge. But I'm going to assume that there's a similarity.
I just I thought porcelain was more glassy
It is.
than
It,
clay.
it still starts with a clay thing, but it has enough minerals in it that when you fire it, it gets a glass. It gets what do they call it? Vitralization.
It gets
Anyway.
them vittles.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask the pug mill, who's I'm assuming is some sort of kid,
Probably.
usually because they have to. It's a lot of sort of
Right.
over repetitive work. Like, of all the masks he made, where did they go?
He looks at you very confused.
He used up a lot of material. Where did they go?
And his eyes start bleeding.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. It's on now. Just going to wait for you to point out that bleeding child.
I'm going to roll intimidation on the owner then.
Okay.
The poor child just had a bad disease.
It's intimidation. Intimidation
Hemorrhagic
plus
fever.
willpower? What is it? Strength or willpower?
He's
What are you trying to do?
Intimidation.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
I would think it's either willpower or strength, depending on how you're intimidating.
I don't have that as a skill, so I can't tell you.
I have
I'll check
I
my
honestly
trusty
think that
GM
it's
sheet.
awareness.
awareness. Okay,
It is
fine.
awareness.
Okay. Cool.
It is?
Intimidation's actually a skill.
Yep.
Yeah, because Crab get it for free.
Yeah.
So we do.
Leisure? Oh, Hida.
Well, he to do.
Oh, that's
'Cause
a
we're-
terrible roll.
That is a bad roll.
That's awful. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
I mean,
No,
see.
sorry, no, 12.
Oh, there it is. Awareness, yeah. You got what? 13?
12.
12, okay. Koto looks at you and smiles and says, "Little samurai."
All right, that's it.
You gotta let him monologue. We gotta find out what's going on. You can't just like let him
sorry,
out and
go ahead, I'm
monologue.
sorry,
You gotta
sorry.
find out what's going on.
Monologue.
You should have stayed in your homes. And then his eyes roll back in his head and he falls to the ground lifeless.
Well, we found the bad guys. I think she's probably going to swing her Tetsuo and just smash his head in anyway.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that, or can I?
No. No, it's a lifeless body.
Dead guys. Okay.
You miss.
You missed the lifeless head laying on the ground in front of you.
I should probably remove this kid's head from his body
Okay.
just to do him the favor of not being possessed by the Shadowlands. I should probably roll for that, huh?
Sama, do you think the shopkeeper kept books of who maybe he had sales with?
Oh, we should definitely go over this entire place.
Yes. He was no longer the shopkeeper, though. So whoever...
Oh, it's a shit roll. Got a 10,
This is my surprise face.
and a 5, and a 4.
I feel like that 10's going to go a couple of times.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Positive.
3!
That's almost a couple of times.
I was 15, 19, 22?
His head is off.
Okay.
And there's a couple other little kids, or young children working in inside, and you start hearing some coughing.
Oh God.
I'm going to dust off and nuke it from orbit. I'm going to do the blade flick, where you flick the blood off in one sweet moment, sheath it and back up.
Okay.
So this needs to be burned now.
Well,
We should search it first.
All right.
Just so you know, it's butted up against a lot of other businesses. Just so you
yeah.
know. I mean,
I
go
can
ahead.
be selective.
Okay.
I don't have to use the fist version. I can use the burn
finger
down
version.
a very
Thumb
specific building version.
Okay.
You might get what we need quickly because we're going to have an army of angry children soon.
Well,
Intimidate one of the kids.
Okay.
Who's your master working?
who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but that's weird. 8, 15, 21.
Okay. He's like, he's my father. I don't know who he's working for. He has all kinds of customers.
No.
Has there been someone here frequently that maybe is new?
We have a time frame in the last 2 days.
Oh, 2 days. He says 2 days.
Right.
If they don't know,
Well, we don't know when he's been here. He's been alive for hundreds of years. Maybe it's somebody.
Oh yeah, I guess.
if they don't know, I'm sure that the neighboring shops would know.
Yeah.
Somebody who made an order this big, and I'm not sure that he covered his tracks with the neighbors.
Well, everybody here has to die. That's for
Well,
sure.
but we can question
In
the
the
neighbors
shop,
first.
yeah.
It says there was a man who came here and spoke with my father, and why did she crush my daddy's head? But he didn't buy anything.
What did this man look like?
He gives you a description. He's just sort of
Did he wear Mons?
he was Ronin.
I'm gonna roll Shadowlands knowledge while this is happening. Would it be possible for this kid not to be infected, tainted?
I didn't touch it. Came close though. See?
Right. Yeah, pretty good. So I keep 3. So 17, 18. Oh yeah,
No, she doesn't have the skill, man.
yeah. I don't have the skill.
You're Shadowlands?
Oh yeah, I have Shadowlands.
Oh, yeah.
She's a Hida.
So 24, 30.
And you want to know, the 2 or 3 other kids that are in there suddenly start coughing, and there's blood coming out. They looked healthy when you walked out, when you walked through there, and
Right.
now they don't. That's probably Maho.
No, yeah, probably. But I mean, this kid specifically.
Well, probably.
Okay.
If you have Maho done on you, there's always the chance.
Okay. But he's answering our questions. I just wanted to check.
Right.
All right. So they all probably.
Talk quickly before I have to murder you.
I'm not gonna say that.
You don't have subtlety. You just
I
have
don't.
Shadowlands
Beat
knowledge.
stick.
Well, I'm not talking to the kids for a reason. I know my skill set.
I'm gonna go over to because there's he's on a forge, but it's probably a kiln,
Right.
and I'm gonna do some magic.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Because I'm assuming that this dude, while he was possessed, probably burnt any records that he might have had. I'm hoping that I can get some help putting him back together.
Ah, okay. All right.
I was sitting here thinking, go ahead, you get this stuff together. I was just sitting here thinking, a really good porcelain person would have a fire shigenja, on call, just to keep his forge going and to make really great porcelain. Even a really great blacksmith would have somebody that could do that for
I'm
them.
sure.
We keep thinking in terms of
But that's not
magic
going to
doesn't
be.
exist.
That's not going to be peasant.
Not necessarily.
Porcelain
But
guy.
this is just a tick in the conversation while you're gathering your thoughts.
Sure.
Oh, I had a Caillou who was also a Shugenja at the Kui school, but he also had a merit called Blood of a Son of War, which makes you immune to natural fire.
Oh yeah.
So he would
yeah.
actually walk into his own forge and just forge it.
Nice. That is super cool.
Just standing there naked.
Just standing there naked, just banging away.
That's still dangerous. The dropped hammer. Is dangerous.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
The fire doesn't hurt, but
You have to just be
Toes,
that,
man.
You just have to be that much more skillful. So
I don't even know what I'm
Your
looking
dice pools
There's
are
a-
ridiculous, dude.
There's a 10
at. Yeah.
and
Well,
A
it's
9.
fire
9.
specifically and my spellcraft.
see, yours has the little dots. I'm so jealous.
What do you keep?
I keep 5.
7, a 7, and a 5.
Did I not close the door?
Where's the doggo?
Hi, Baloo.
He's like, I'm lonely.
You got a new lead. You got a new collar.
All right,
38,
nice.
41. So that's totally, yeah. But this is taking. Before I start, I go. This will take a minute if you can deal
Yeah.
with the bleeding children.
Zombie kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm murdering children at this point.
So I'll let you guys deal with that, and then.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
after
still
a
out
minute-
back to make sure nobody gets out?
No, I'm strangling a kid.
I'm yeah. These kids gotta die. So
Okay.
It's mercy killing.
And they're all dead, and what would you like to do?
Very good. I didn't know there was going to be something else that weird that happened that they'd have to deal
It's
with.
very
while
Anakin
doing
Skywalker.
it. So,
All of them.
I pieced together. If anything was destroyed in this forge or in this kiln, the fire kami helped me reassemble it.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
Nice.
that's super cool.
bitching.
Okay. And
I can do it for magic items too, but that's way harder.
You got like 40 something for your roll.
Yeah, I got
So
40,
sort of the crab.
41.
All right. There's
In
there's
this random porcelain maker.
there's a small stack of papers.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Whatever I said about Shugenji before, I was totally lying. They're bad.
The magic system in this thing is so OP, and the guys are on a tight leash, but when you do shit, man, it's cool.
But
But
put me in a small
Right.
room with a guy on a sword,
Right.
and I've
Yeah.
got problems.
as it
Yeah.
should
Right.
be.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it OP. I think it's very like specific.
Shugenja definitely get to be badass, but in a different way as
Right.
Rishi, and it's really really cool.
That's so cool.
So yes, I will take the time to read this when we're not surrounded by
Okay.
Zombie
the
children.
dead.
Oh yeah, they're all dispatched.
Yeah, but they're still
Yeah, they're still here.
yeah.
Someone needs to call the Edda.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're gonna call the
Is there like
magistrate
a
first.
yeah?
See if I'm gonna go out and see if I can hail or get
A
a
magistrate.
magistrate of some sort.
Okay.
City watchman.
Are there any other porcelain merchants nearby? Or is this like Porcelain Merchant Row?
No, not really. It kind of spread out.
All right. I was hoping that his rival, we could get information from him. Like,
Can I do? This might be a stretch. Perception plus battle to see if there's a looking point because he doesn't really know about Maho. But did he have line of or somewhere he could have had line of sight to do the magic?
Go ahead and make a roll.
A 1625.
There's a couple of places. One of which, probably the most disturbing, would be the Imperial Palace. That is visible. That is visible from here.
Oh.
But there's also a building, like maybe 3 streets over, that's like 3 stories tall. That could also live there.
Sama, if there was line of sight, there are 2 places that I could see that building there. He points to the 3-story one, and then he looks over at the Imperial Palace.
It would fit the pattern that it would be someone from the palace. Someone getting close to those in power.
or not, he could be a servant and completely overlooked.
But still close to those in power
Absolutely.
with access.
And I go search the other building. I'm going to go over to the palace and ask some questions.
Right.
I think we should stay together at this point, for it seems we may be closing in on our prey. Anyone going alone would be easily overpowered if they found the Mahusukai.
You are perhaps right.
Let us go clear this building nearby. It should only take a few moments.
And we should ask questions amongst the surrounding shops.
Yes, an order of this magnitude and of this import would have made ripples. Even though other owners might be jealous or at least have observed.
Yes, moving barrels in and out of this quantity, especially when it's such a rare item in the city. I'm sure if he brought in extra barrels and then shipped them off.
More to the fact, I'm assuming he worked all night. And it's the kind of thing that he had a big order to fulfill, they would have observed and thought to themselves, how odd.
Okay, so yeah, let's just start asking questions around.
Okay. Now you had mentioned trying to find a.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find a magistrate because this.
What's all these dead bodies? We don't know.
You know, wasn't me.
Good luck, guys.
You go about half a block and you see that there's a Hida walking along the road, and he seems to be. The magistrates have a badge of
Oh, yeah,
office.
yeah.
Okay, well he's wearing that too.
He probably have like the Imperial Mon, and then whatever his family Mon is.
Right. And he's got a couple like Yojimbos. With him.
I
Jumajis.
It's not Latin. I make a beeline straight for him.
Okay.
Or Jimbe.
And I bow. And I go,
What was that?
The squeaky toy with your dog.
Killed me outside.
Shouldn't have got him enough.
so magistrate,
plan.
there is a situation that's happening nearby that I must bring your attention to. Please follow me.
He follows you.
Smith, would you like to speak to the craftsman nearby?
Yes.
If you can't hear it, there's this dying
It's a
toy
squeak
sound.
toy.
It's a squeak toy, but it's dying.
Now, did you see them?
Yeah.
It looks like a bottle of Jose Cuervo. It's called like Jose Catvo or something.
okay.
And the other
That's
one
hilarious.
is a bottle of Cat Lua.
And you give it to your dogs.
But they're squeeze toys for dogs.
Sure.
They're super loud, and they sound like an animal dying.
No, they sound like clowns having sex.
I don't
Miniature clowns.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Yeah,
Time in the circus?
We see some stuff.
Clown school?
dude.
We all float down here.
Shugenja,
Yes.
this clay all came from the same earth.
Presumably.
Would the kami in it be able to track their brethren?
I don't know. I've never spent much time with the Earth Kami, but I could try.
There may be a way.
I basically informed the magistrate of what happened.
As
here.
you're walking up to the place. Okay.
And Stork was going to talk to the crowd.
Yeah, I'll use an investigate roll. I'm going to talk to all the various
Let
shops.
me finish with the
Yes,
magistrate
yes.
there first.
Okay.
He comes in and looks around and says, and you told him that you suspect Maho, right? I'm assuming.
Well, I see. I basically point out the bleeding eyeballs on the guy,
Right.
and that's like when shit went south.
Right. He says something to one of his two Yojimbo, and he goes running off. And he says, "We will secure this place. I will have questions. I will need to know where you are staying."
I tell him where the end of where we're staying.
Tell them we're staying at the 3-story building.
The very top floor of that 3-story building.
I always like to procure lodgings where I can see my shopping area before I go. I have to make a battle plan, or I'll spend all of my money.
Well, yeah.
I wanted to ask the workers of the nearby shops, regardless of whatever it is they are, about the comings and goings in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Whether they
He's been working continuously.
all day
He has
and night,
not stopped.
And if anybody knows where these shipments are going, I can make an investigation roll if you wish. Or I'm just going to scattershot it and talk to a lot of different shops and a lot of different people.
Well, you kind of talked to the guys
Yes.
surrounding.
Exactly.
They've heard wagons leaving.
And nobody was curious
all
about
hours of
the
night,
day and night.
But it's like they wake you up and you roll over and go back to sleep. So they don't know what direction they were going.
Nobody bothered to check or nobody bothered to follow.
No. They just figured he was busy.
Do they have any descriptions of the wagons? Anything that can
All they tell you is that all hours of the night, wagons would come.
And
stuff
do
would be
they
loaded.
know what they were producing out of this shop?
No.
Nobody saw anything coming and going. Nobody was curious. Nobody has lunch next door to each other and shares rice and talks about it is they make together.
No one had any knowledge of what he was doing, except they knew he was working literally like 2 days earlier.
Yeah.
Big wagon train comes in. That they saw. They saw the huge wagon train with like 8 barrels of the silt. And it came in, and the big burly guys unloaded it from the place. And then he started working, and the kiln was going like non-stop through that night, the entire next day, through that night, and then sometime in the morning of this day, the last wagon left.
All right, I'll share that with you when I say before we burn this place to the ground, there should be a mold to make the mask with, or a few molds, or a press. If we can find that, we can at least
Tear the fucking place apart till we find what we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the magistrate's there now, and he's like,
Well,
what are we looking for here?
Don't we have orders from the emperor or something like that?
I'm like,
He doesn't know that.
No, but don't we? Can we go?
I basically go.
We're supposed to keep it secret, though.
Can we
Oh.
speak
A little
somewhere
bit.
privately?
Yes.
So we move aside to where it is.
Okay.
And I basically go, we believe there is a Mahosukai in your city. We believe that he was using this place to produce masks. This killing has been going on for the past 2 days non-stop. We need to find we wish to find the mold for this mask, and we will also want to track down where all of these materials have been moving towards. I have told the right hand that he needs to be wary about large movements of porcelain because of this, and I have
The
heard
Chancellor
nothing
of the
from
Right spoke with me just this morning. Yes.
and the reason for those somewhat cryptic orders is that, so we would seek your assistance in further investigating this, so we can uncover this this devil.
Very well. And then just then his other Yojimbo comes back, and he's got like 5 guys with him, and they help you start to tear this place limb from limb,
Okay.
from top to bottom.
When he was
we brought
talking,
lunch, burgers, and 5 guys.
Karen says
when Silver's character
that-
was talking to the assistant guys, did they say the direction the shipments were going in? Like, are the 3-story building and the Imperial Palace the same direction?
No, they're opposite directions.
Do we know which way they were going?
It was no, it's like headed out of town.
Okay.
people are telling us that the assistants to the magistrate are Yoriki,
Yoriki?
Yoriki.
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 Okay.
I'm from California.
Right.
Yo,
Right? It's
Ricky.
Yoriki.
You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my
Hey, Ricky. Like for sure.
And you find after some searching, you find some sort of like 2-part molds that are used to press, and they're a mask, and it's a very similar design to a mask that you have seen before.
Master molds, yes.
Do we think that we
able
maybe
to-
be able to track where, since there've been a lot of wagon movements?
I may be able to use this mold. It
what
has
you need to
touched
do.
all of them, presumably. So perhaps the earth kami, because this thing's probably made out of clay or something else.
Wood.
Wood. Okay.
What they
That still
probably
falls
would
into
do
the
is
same
Something
they
that's
category.
easily carvable.
would
yeah.
make it out of
Yeah.
wood, and then they would
Put the-
they press the clay over it, depending on
Okay.
They actually press it into it. It would be a hollow thing, and they press it into it because it's the outside you want it to look good, not necessarily
Right,
the
right,
inside. In metal, we pour it in, but in clay, they would push it in. I know these things. You
And he also
reminded
knows the
me of
difference between a
craftsmanship.
shard and a sherd.
We Wikipedia'd it.
I actually took ceramics classes.
That's why you know what a sherd is.
It was anthropology
Oh, okay.
from a Greek history.
This is a subpar roll.
That is a kind of poopy roll. What's your TN for this thing? What? Because it changes when for higher level spells, doesn't it?
No, I'm not doing a higher level spell with
Oh,
this
okay.
thing. I'm just
All right.
doing the commune.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I got to 15.
Okay. So you're looking for earth kami, or what would be
If
in
it's
wood?
wood, I'm guessing it's earth. Earth and water? Anybody have any arguments for...
I'm with Earth.
I would go with Earth.
Yeah, that's Earth.
There's
Welcome
probably
to
remnants of it in there.
Not to be counter, but I think I would go with water. There's a lot of water in a clay shop,
But it would dry, though. So this kami would
but
be gone.
water is everywhere, and I don't think the water kami
But
die when
he's
they
trying to get a connection between the molds themselves.
And the masks.
Mm-hmm.
And the masks have been through the kiln, so there's water content is nil.
nil. But there should be water. I mean, I don't know. The water would have soaked into the mask because you put water on it. To keep it from
decide
sticking.
which one I contact.
I'll say Earth.
Okay.
Earth.
There you go.
He just likes saying Earth.
Welcome to Earth. It's still morning? Or
Yeah,
afternoon
probably.
right now?
It's probably midday.
Good day. You have to... Earth commies are slow. You have to speak slowly.
Good day.
Now they're all depressed like Eeyore.
They're not depressed, they're just slow. They're like ants.
Oh, see, that's more positive.
Or Dory speaking whale.
Yeah.
That's only if you get to like a volcano, because then they have the echo chamber. All of the earth that was pressed into this mold has gone to a place, and I seek a connection to that place.
Yes.
You know where it's going.
No, I love talk when they talk to Kami. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It is still moving.
Can you provide a direction? Or a sense? Even a large landmark, something. A mountain. Or
Beyond the dry lake of silt. Beyond the hills. It is moving.
Well, I thank you. You may rest.
Shadowlands lore to know if bodies exhumed can have masks put on them.
Okay.
That's not a super good roll. 19.
Oh, okay. Possibly, depending on how desiccated or rotted they are. They also can use bodies that have been exhumed to summon worse things than zombies.
Because
Like
the thought is that whatever the indigenous people here, like, they didn't have a practice to burn their bodies. So if he...
Yeah, if he's in some tomb that they have somewhere.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
He could have lots.
That's going to be us against the mummies.
I didn't even think about that.
What we got to understand, though, is that the fastest land animal available to us is the rhinoceros, right? And that we should make every effort to find these creatures so we can travel quickly and catch up to this mountain.
No, man, it's alligators. It's alligators. It has teeth, and come on.
No
If we're gonna
rhinos.
get an animal, it needs to
No,
be dangerous.
rhinos are the best.
They put out fires with your feet.
And this horn.
That was
Aren't there elephants?
the gods must be
Like, can we
crazy.
get some elephants?
There's elephants, sure.
The stamping on the fire.
Maybe we
start
can
the
get a
rhino
rhino and
clan.
elephant and see what we get. And if I know...
Dad jokes for the win.
Okay. Sorry. That was my bad.
So, the silty lake bed that they went to, what direction is that?
North.
Back towards regular Rokugan?
No, opposite direction.
Oh.
Because the way I see it is like Rokugan's over here, and then there's this coastline, and then somewhere way over here is the second city, so it's north.
Got it.
Oh, okay. My concern was, I knew we'd sailed down this way to get there, and I was like, oh, great.
I thought we were like, over here or something like that.
You're that way.
Oh,
You're that way.
it's a good thing I'm not a sailor, guys.
Yeah. That's what we pay the Mantis for.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that is north.
Yeah, that's what I would go with, too.
So I guess it wouldn't be north. It'd be
Does it
West.
matter?
east.
That's the way to Rokugan.
No.
All roads lead to Rokugan.
So if we're down here,
Wait, west. It'd be
Yeah.
west. It'd be west.
So they're heading out. Okay.
Because I'm looking at the map upside down.
I understand. Cool, we're good.
And
So
you
this
think we're
Mahosukai is going on
confused.
a.
West. Yeah.
The
Bunch of
podcast
slack.
listeners are super confused.
Well,
But
to be
not
fair,
that
the L5R
quadruple
map
dome.
has changed every edition, and
To be
sometimes
fair,
in
we
middle
did not
edition.
mention south,
Yeah.
so
No.
Yeah.
we can go all the way around.
So
It's that away.
it's back beyond where you investigated the source of the silt, and continuing in that direction. But it's still on the move.
Then we must be quick. At least we know that he's weighted down with a bunch of stuff. So
Yes.
hopefully, if we keep it fast, we might be able to catch up.
On the move to where? I wonder if there's a map around. But where do you think he would be going with a bunch of masks for the dead?
Do a bunch of dead people.
Is there some kind of explorer guild or some kind of place that's
Even in the palace, do they not have maps?
Yeah.
If we could head him out, what I'm thinking is, there's a destination in mind. If we could get there first, or
Right.
get there.
The champion of the Ivory Champion is probably the person responsible for.
Then let's head out to the palace to see if we can find that information as quickly as possible. Also, they might be able to point us in the right direction of the fastest form of travel around here.
Horses.
Yeah. They might actually have some unicorn horses.
Rhinos. Yeah, definitely.
I was really excited. You said unicorn horses. I was like, oh, those are things.
Yeah, they're Arabians, basically. The
Yeah.
unicorn keep the cool horses.
It's different than like actual unicorn and stuff. Right.
You said unicorn horses.
They
you
just
thought
strap the horn
unicorn
on for
horses.
battle.
No, not
It's-
Kirin, actually.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, do they have Kieran here?
That'd be
And the-
awesome. That'd be actually.
That would be like super
Yeah,
helpful.
they do. They're called rhinos. They're just not as
They're just not-
They have horns, you know.
single horn.
yes.
Shinjo Seilu is the Ivory Champion, and you are now standing before him. My Fefador.
And I go,
Oh,
champion. Or bow low. And I go, Sama, it has come to our attention that the Mahosukai that we seek has come through the city and has managed to forge a large amount of porcelain masks.
Sorry, can I retcon something real quick?
Sure.
While they go, I'm going to completely counter what I said earlier. Now that we're pressed for time, while you guys go to the palace, I'm going to take Minoru and we're going to check out that 3-story building.
All right,
Okay.
sounds great.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We believe that he is heading west. We believe that he is still on the move. We would like to know what lies in that direction, and if so, what would be the best means by which for us to travel to catch up to him.
He stands and he says, "Follow me."
All right.
And he leads you to a little side chamber, and there is an enormous, meticulously made map of the region that's been explored thus far. And he says, "If you are heading west, this is the dry lake bed. Then there are these hills. There is a road that winds through there that was maintained by the Ivory Kingdoms. If he is looking for dead, there is a group of ziggurats much farther to the west."
That looks like a very likely location, Sama. What means of travel do you suggest in this land, other than the ponies that we've already secured? We need to make haste.
I can supply you with horses.
If we go by water, can we cut across? quicker?
You'll be traveling upstream. This is an inland region.
Not only that, but it seems like the river is actually very small because it seems to dry up for a time and then come through.
I'm just asking.
No, I mean, that's brilliant. A water trip would have been much faster. But then we would be in your debt, Sama. And before we leave, I want to go talk to the right-hand guy.
Okay. Chancellor of the Right.
Chancellor of the Right. And I explained to him why it was so important for us to track the porcelain, and this is basically what happened completely under his nose, and now we're going to go
You're going to catch shade on your way out?
Yeah.
And by the way, we'll pick up the
By the
pieces.
way, no worries. We'll fix your fuck
We
up.
got this.
Yeah. And I pen a report to her ladyship as well.
Okay.
And ask him to present it to her because I do not wish to waste any more time. And then we'll take off.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has anything else that they want to do up here.
Well, my only fear is that we're going to go chasing off into the desert after a cart of masks while he stays here in the city and does whatever he's going to do to the swords and the kids. But it's a risk we have to take. I just wanted to put myself on the record.
It's a good point, but we don't have any other leads.
Yeah, I know.
And at least
Actually-
if we can get to the mass, we could destroy them.
The chancellor will ask him, when is this tournament for the new sensei supposed to be?
In 3 days hence.
Oh, we got this.
3 days!
That's
Not
50% more time
Yeah.
than 2, and we handled that shit, so let's go.
So Eli and I, just searched that 3-story building.
Okay. You on the roof of the building, because it's sort of a flat roof kind of a thing where it's got like a little gunnel, almost like a gunnel around it,
Yeah.
so to slough off the rainwater. You do see stains of reasonably fresh blood.
Okay. Well, this is a good sign. At least it is not coming from the palace.
That's a bad sign. Because if our Mahosukai is supposed to be traveling with these masks, what is he doing here casting fresh magic?
Right, but at least he's not.
But he's trying to cover his own tracks.
Yeah, at least he's not the imperial governor.
Right. No, I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't be worse,
Yeah.
but
I'm saying
what
in the
saying is
spectrum of
we're
things
either
that
dealing with the fact that our Mahosukai is not going to be with those
Right.
masks when we find him, or that there's a second Mahosukai.
Yes. Yes.
Which could possibly be true, but
Yeah.
they will die.
At least right now they might not be someone in super powerful position.
Well, what we need to do is stop a huge army from rolling through this town.
Yeah.
Is what we need to do.
Yeah.
So that's where we got to go.
Yeah.
We know he can move fast, too. So
Yeah.
it's quite possible he can be here and then catch up with his caravan
You know,
later.
we don't even know what his powers are.
You
Well,
guys don't even know this is happening yet because you're not there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we all got together.
No, we haven't yet. I am going to ask around too. I don't have investigation, but I have
Intimidation.
intimidation.
I have some questions.
You will answer them.
They both start with IN.
I mean,
I want them answered immediately.
I feel like me just being a samurai and with my face and everything is intimidating enough without me actually having to threaten people.
You can use.
Intimidation.
You can use. I would allow you to use intimidation in place of investigation if you're talking to people.
Yeah, no, I'm
Especially if
basically
you're talking
asking
to
Right.
peasants.
the peasants around. Like,
I mean, you can intimidate, a crime scene to show you its
no,
clues.
no.
Yeah.
I stare at the blood really intently.
Wouldn't it be a shame if somebody were to mop up this blood?
No, I'm gonna just ask the people around. Like, did they see anybody coming and going? Was there a samurai? Was it a shadowy figure, a female, a male? Like anything?
It was
they
the
can tell
one-armed
them.
man.
Yeah. Duh.
Again? Now I gotta have Tommy Lee Jones. It's the worst.
Ooh,
I'll take
good roll.
that.
Very nice.
Rectum.
So.
Nearly killed him.
Ooh. 27.
Yeah.
That's on your intimidation, and you're talking to just
The people around that.
in the
yeah.
around, like in the lower floors of that building.
Yeah, and
Okay.
anyone around it who might have seen someone coming or going.
They
The shoe shine guy.
well, there was a
Wait, I give you more than that because I re-rolled that one, so I get to keep it. Do I get to keep
nothing.
3 in addition to the?
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
one?
just
No, what's your awareness?
3. So
And
I
your
keep 3.
intimidation. So you're
And I have 1 intimidation, so when I re-rolled it,
36.
yeah.
36.
Yeah.
okay.
I remember rules for something. I'm very excited.
They tell you that there was a peasant here. He said he was a messenger, and they came in from the entrance on the ground floor, and they do remember seeing him come in. He went upstairs, but they didn't even see him leave.
Okay. Are they able to describe him at all?
He was a peasant. He was tall.
Tall compared to me, or tall?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and broad. He was big.
Kimmy, to be fair, you're like tall and broad, right?
I'm like 6'3". So taller than me is like notable.
Oh yeah. Well, 6'3" would be
Well, 6 foot super notable.
right.
Yeah, 6 foot is like, oh my god.
Yeah. So he's
He's
bigger than me. So that narrows down our suspect pool considerably. Cool.
They didn't get a look at his face. He was wearing one of the
specific
Chingasa.
hats or cloaks that cover.
the thingy, the hat that covers your face.
Yeah. The
Face hat.
yeah.
And it's, I mean,
cinematically appropriate face cover.
No,
that's-
it's the big drum, little China, big
Yeah,
brim
skin
hats like they wore with the Storms wore.
That
Yeah,
guy stole my hat.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
yeah.
yes, and
Cinematically
so
appropriate.
they didn't get a look at his face, but he had a very deep voice.
Okay. That's
Well, because he's 7 feet tall.
All right.
He's not that tall. He's probably like
So
an
we're-
inch or two taller than me.
So we're looking for Darth Vader.
He's 6'6" with a big broad rimmed hat.
Darth Vader in a crazy hat.
To be fair, Darth Vader had a crazy hat. It's very sort of flared out. But
Yeah. But I mean, imagine now him wearing the.
all right.
Or I'm just
All right. So we
Schwartz is as big as mine.
so
Jeez.
we on our way because I'm guessing it probably takes us less time than them to get there.
Sure.
So we go rent ponies for the rest of them.
No, I
We were at the
secured
wedding.
horses.
Oh, you
we,
did?
don't,
Okay,
we don't know that.
Full grown.
We're like, hey, we got these Oh.
I don't know why they keep slaughtering them.
But this
They're
Shinjo
youthful.
guys had these huge horses. I figured we could use these things.
How do you even get on a creature like that?
You stand on a peasant.
Oh.
All right. So we were.
Okay.
And I relate to them what we learned of the
Well,
peasants that we saw.
Is the magistrate that was at that place still there investigating
Yes.
stuff? I tell him, keep an eye out for a guy that meets this description. Huge dude. Shouldn't be hard to figure out. Apprehend with extreme caution.
Does that magistrate match that description?
No.
Okay.
He's a crab, though, so he probably would be big.
Yeah.
I have a question out of character. Did we determine that the masks, or do we know? I can't remember if we rolled for it or something before. That the masks themselves would hold the power, like breaking the masks would.
Breaking the
breaking masks breaks
Okay.
the
breaks
spell.
the spell.
Okay, cool. I was curious. I didn't remember. Cool.
Okay.
We have horses.
So you guys head out. Now that this sort of open field that's like a desert area with these ziggurats, it's a ways. I mean, it's going to be nightfall by the time you guys.
Oh, yeah.
always the best time to confront a necromancer. is at
Sure.
nightfall.
Always.
Sure.
Yeah. And next to it, the necropolis.
They'll,
He's right.
they'll never see us coming.
Really?
All right.
Okay, so you guys meet back up. You ditch the ponies that you got, and and then you get on the horses and head off. Unless you want the
pony to
ponies.
get on the
Unless you
horse.
want the ponies.
Well, no,
You can have them follow. If they're
For-
if they're unburdened,
For
they're
all the
probably
loot
just
we're
as
going
fast.
to take from the ziggurats.
Yes, there are little ponies, guys.
All right, so you
Are
guys.
they
Yeah, I
laser
don't think
ponies?
to
Ill tempered.
die. Ponies are pains in the ass. All right.
So you start heading up. You
Yeah, we'll
pass.
drive.
You pass. You pass the dry lake bed. It's near nightfall. There, the place is mostly empty. I mean, there's a couple people like washing themselves in what's left of the lake, getting the gunk off of them, and you pass through that, and then you come to these.
Have we picked up tracks?
Interesting. Is there what would that be?
Hunting.
Investigation?
Hunting?
Oh, it would be hunting. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I have hunting.
It's your moment, Stork.
It's your time.
something, Stork.
Wow.
Kimmy's
Wow, where
actually
did that
asking
even
me to
come
roll
from
dice.
in my brain?
Hunting
do stuff.
plus perception,
I asked you to talk to all the craftsmen too.
and it's all up to me and he.
He got a 9 and a 10.
It's a 5 keep 3, so
Behold.
So you got a 25 so far.
Yeah, and you can re-roll that one.
right.
So 31.
There we go.
Yes, we do have tracks, and they're heading up an old, now poorly maintained road that's like winding through the forest and then heads up into these hills. And it's densely forested hills.
Is it forest or is it like jungle?
It's probably more like jungle. Probably more like jungle.
Be it known that I'm
Rainforest.
using the gym method, which is when you have a 10, you just roll one of the other dice.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that way it makes the maths that much easier.
Yeah.
There's no memorizing. It's a pro tip, Jim. Very good. When you have a 10, roll one more die, keep the 10 on the table.
You know what I like to do? I like to roll the lowest result die that's left over because odds are it'll roll at the top.
It's actually a really good idea because our brains, we forget.
I don't know if what a die rolled once has anything to do with what it's going to roll the next time.
No, there's a certain amount of luck in it, and once you roll it that many times, all the luck comes out of it.
You just got to
It stores luck when you roll low.
Yeah.
And if you set it with the high number on top, then all the gravity like pools at the other side, so it's more likely to roll that good number.
I watched him do it and I went, genius. I don't know why we haven't been doing that before. Pro tip. See, this is why gaming with other people sometimes is an eye-opener. We're like, simplest thing ever, game changer.
Or you can remember single-digit numbers.
10 is not a single-digit number.
On a dice, it is.
I suppose it is.
That's an extrapolation, though.
Okay.
Right. So,
I'm here to play L5R. Come on.
Okay.
You guys want some bubblegum?
you're actually following multiple wagons.
Okay.
And some of the tracks aren't quite parallel because they're not like sand people.
Sure.
And some of them look like they're slightly older than other ones.
And I'm assuming that this is not a well-traveled path, so
It is not.
that the fact that there's so many recently, they're all going to the same place, speaks volumes.
And you get kind of to, as you're going through the hills, you get to a spot. It's starting to get dark now. There's a full moon.
Yeah, great.
Well, you want to? Okay, there's no moon.
No.
You can't see anything.
I'm just
Historic.
Whoever dies by falling off the cliff.
I can
There's no
totally
werewolves
see.
in this
I can
game.
totally see necromantic magic right now at the full moon, and we roll in.
But as you're going along, there seems to be a widening in the road, and you can kind of see where the road continues beyond it. But there are some figures lying on the ground in the road.
Shit.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure these foreign lands, they probably got weird laying down traditions, guys.
Everybody stop.
Be respectful of their culture.
There's
Road wardens.
There's figures in the road.
I'll dismount.
Shoot them with your bow.
I'm getting my bow.
I don't have
Once
that
the
skill.
GM gets back, I will tell him that.
I'm unstringing my bow. I'm letting loose my bow too because I have that skill.
They're either peasants or zombies.
Well, they're just
Either
I was
way,
either
it
knife
doesn't
skill
matter.
or bow skill. And I was like, somebody's going to
They're
have bow
just some
skill.
poor peasant that's sleeping in the road because they don't have a cart, man.
Well, that's why you get to go up and talk to them.
Maybe.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think we should just shoot some poor fool
We're
for
not.
taking a nap.
We got your back.
I think it's pretty conspicuous.
We got your.
I agree.
We got your back. We got two bows
I
here.
think chances are that this is trouble, but
So you two get your
I got my
Get
bow
your
out.
weapons ready. I got my bow out. You got your bow. You go up and see if they
All right.
are sleeping or if they are going to attack.
sure.
I'll go up with Dave.
Yeah, because we're decent.
Did you hear that, Stu?
This is probably not a good idea.
no.
Should
Yes.
So he and I are getting our bows notched and
terrible
ready to
idea.
go.
Well, it's true.
And Eli and Dave are going
All
up
I heard was the one-armed Shugenja's on
to
point.
talk to the one armed.
He's not on point.
Oh,
I'm
you're
on point.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'll call to them from a distance. I'm not going to walk up and be like, "Hey, wake up! Hey."
I'm going to give an exasperated sigh and get off my horse and follow the Shugenja.
Okay.
Hello.
There is no answer.
Are you a zombie?
to be clear, they're lying on the ground or are they standing sort
They're
of
lying on the
immobile?
ground. They're lying on the ground.
All right.
Is there any
Lying chest up, like
No,
face first.
yeah.
Paul, stop.
Is there any sign, since it's a full moon, of blood or
How close you want to get?
close enough to hit things with my Tetsubo?
Oh, that's very close. Okay.
Let me ask one more question that I should be able to tell from a distance. Are they lying in an order, like an orderly row, or are they sort of chaotically?
Are they in combat formation?
They're
As
all-
they
no,
lay?
No, I want to know if it was a ritual
thought there
or
were
if it was
two.
just sort of
How
they
many
were
are there?
killed and
I'll say 3.
There's 3.
Okay.
They're
or
they're
in
like
a pile.
what's the term? Like they just collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they're almost
So
a pile.
they're not like
They're not making a pentagram or
No.
something. Okay.
yeah,
can't
they're
make
not
a
like
pentagram with
rails
3.
either.
You can with arms and legs.
That's true. Yes. No. But they're not doing that.
Well, that's what I was going
I
with.
know, that's
Whether
what
it was
you
a
just said.
pattern or something being made, or whether it was just.
It's there's one over here and there's another one over here.
This
and
could
Not
have
the
like the, what
third
do you
one's
call it,
over
the Da
there.
Vinci thing.
These could have been the drayers that were just killed because they knew too much.
Yeah.
I'm guessing from the way that Stu's flipping through his manual that
Oh, he's just trying to throw us off the scent.
Yeah, we're gonna kick the Shugenja first.
It's like, what are the stats for rhinos?
Go out there, check them out.
The stats for rhinos.
best, the best
You'll
thing
never need to know.
he will never give us rhinos again, ever. If you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go back and listen to our 4E Eldemy game, where we just wrecked everything.
We brought
got
it
some
up.
Rhinos.
We brought it up on one of the Happy Jacks
man.
things, and Stu audibly went,
Oh yeah.
Oh, we just wrecked everything with those
It was
rhinos.
similar to the sound when I suggested that Sam put on the orc armor. You went,
Best idea.
For an Atomic Robo game that I wrote, there was a group of South African women who dedicated themselves to saving pachyderms, and they all rode rhinos
Nice.
and were super badass.
That's very cool.
Could they control them if there was a?
They're all
A
SAS.
fire?
There's actually a group of African women that are SAS trained that do that kind of stuff.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and it was sort of loosely based on them.
Can they control them when there's a
Yep.
a little campfire?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen them in that position. It's like, gotta put out the fire. No,
That's probably
no,
that's,
no.
that's probably how you spoil it.
those of you watching at home,
I wish I'd thought of that during the D&D game. Oh, there's a campfire. Wait, whoa!
everybody go rant. The gods must be crazy because everybody knows that rhinos stamp out forest fires.
Right.
Right. There's a whole scene.
You
It's
can
hysterical.
train them. Like,
But that's it.
Nobody spent time training those rhinos. Everybody was just like, "Go forth, murder beast! Do our bidding."
all right. That poor hedge mage.
Right. That's him. Right. That was that fight. Okay.
No mere hedge mage. Well, yeah.
All right.
Even no mere hedge
So
mage.
there's basically a wide
Versus
spot.
No, he has immunity to normal rhinos.
That's me, at least a +1 magic run.
The blessing of rhino woe.
All right.
If only I'd worn my normal rhino wool cloak.
I have to go back to listen to that campaign again.
All right.
All right. So
Hello.
it goes like this.
I'm gonna keep talking
Right.
to him the whole walk
And there's
up there.
a guy here, and there's a guy here, and there's a guy here, and you guys are coming from this direction.
Can I
For those
see
of you
that?
at home, it looks kind of like a womb
Like a digestive
with
tract.
a vagina entrance. Then there's
But there's another entrance at the top.
that's the cervix.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh,
no,
no, you're-
no,
I know.
that's
This is the
a different part.
I know. I'm just making sure.
Zarby fallopian tubes.
Yeah.
It's only one.
yeah.
It's got one fallopian
one.
tube.
Well, outside of vulva-centric metaphors, it's basically just sort of like a little round area with an entrance and an exit, one north, one south.
Yeah.
Right.
And there are three things scattered about in, I guess,
Hello.
There's no answer.
My
Yeah.
Tetsubo's
rock.
out.
You gonna throw a rock at one of them?
Not at one, but like near one.
Okay.
You just get the dirt. You don't know because it's dark, but you just get like the fuck. Like the weirdest look.
Nothing happens.
My goal here was to ensure that these weren't some poor peasants
So-
that are like, I'm really tired.
So this. Let me get a description one more time, guys. So we're going into this area. What are the surrounding? Is it like cliff and wall? Or?
Jungle.
jungle.
I mean, you can traverse the area around the womb.
Really uncomfortable with these
gone there.
analogies.
Massage the outside area.
All right.
Be very
Is there an
careful.
X card here somewhere?
I'll just touch the womb if it's.
There's 3 tiny X's.
2 X's, right? Not a Y?
It's the myth.
I say we all charge in there. We pick one of those X's, try to penetrate that.
I'd like to apologize to the...
I'm the one who came up with it, so
Yeah,
really it's all my
all right.
fault.
Perception battle for possible ambush.
Sure.
Oh. Look at you thinking about mundane reasons why there might be people out
18, 26.
As far as potential, tons.
But anything like
Absolute
out of
tons.
the
As far as like signs of an ambush,
yeah.
not really. You're not really seeing any signs that, like, there's no, not seeing any motion. I mean,
Right.
it's kind of hard to see tracks at the distance you guys are at now, but you're not. Doesn't look like that. You hear a lot of animals in the.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I was just going to say, I wanted to roll hunting, but if I'm hearing animals and stuff, it's not like deathly quiet.
No. I mean, it's quiet around you,
But yeah, that's
because
Yeah.
you're not quiet,
right.
But up there, you're hearing like.
Okay, that's a good sign.
I'm going to go up there to one of them.
Gibbons. They're
Monroe's gonna roll up there.
Okay.
Minoku will go with him.
I'll stand at the.
Makiko, that's.
I was like, who is
Who's
that?
Yeah, did we pick up someone else?
I kill her? I don't know who that is.
No.
Who are you? What are you doing
Yeah,
here?
I don't know where that name came from.
All right.
Makiko.
That's a new
I'm
one.
standing by with my bow. If any one
Yeah.
of these things so much as twitches, it's getting a cloth yard shaft in it.
Same here.
You are like right up on it.
Prod.
Stop moving.
Is there any sign that they've been?
I'm assuming you're at the closest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right next to him.
Right.
And I'm back here.
Is there any sign that they've been fed on or anything?
No.
No.
They're not wearing masks, are they?
Can we tell?
Are they wearing masks?
They're face down.
That there is any cloth around the back of their
Poke
head?
at their face.
Yes.
Hit the head repeatedly?
Okay. You hit the head and little tiny shards of ceramic come out from underneath. That's when the other two stand
That
up.
would be a sherd.
Shards.
Yeah.
If it's a
Oh,
Assuredly it is.
But they stood up and archer folk.
yep.
The other two have stood up.
Oh yeah, now I gotta look at my skill here. Kaijutsu, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
Kaijutsu.
Kaijutsu?
Yeah.
6 keep 4.
Should we have an initiative order real quick?
Oh,
no,
sure.
the archers go ahead and take your shots first.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of tens.
Jim definitely missed,
Yeah,
guys.
you did.
Oh my god.
Those spry zombies.
Oh, 38.
10, 20,
There's
30,
40.
44.
Yeah.
Oh, that will hit. Miss. No.
Mine isn't nearly as impressive as yours. Wow.
This is my surprise face.
Yeah, right? It's 6 keep 4, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
15?
What did you get?
15.
15!
4.
15.
You will both hit.
Yay!
What's the damage on an arrow now?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's
But it's totally
I got it
like,
here
it's
somewhere.
totally like the here goes Jim's and he's like "Dook," and it's like the
keep
blazing
one.
fast
I got 4 keep
arrow.
1.
Yeah.
And here goes Storks and it's
Does it-
wobbling.
Yeah, because it's one key one.
Were you aiming for their masks?
I had 4 keep 1.
Oh yeah, totally aiming for the mask.
Well, no.
I think it depends on
not,
the arrow.
Not with my head. Dude, you got a bunch of raises. You can do that. 4 keep 1. With a 10? Is it 10? Do 10s
Yeah, 10's
explode on
low.
damage?
everything
Yes,
explodes.
everything's good.
Yeah. Unless you're unskilled.
Well, it's damage. It,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
12.
12.
Because I
I'm
wanted.
assuming you're shooting at different ones.
Yeah, but I wanted to use the flesh ripper arrow thingy since these guys aren't wearing armor.
Okay.
Do we know what the damage is on
I
that?
think it's 4 keep
It's
1.
the
I'm
armor
pretty sure
piercing
that's
to
what I
break
put
the-
down there.
oh,
Oh, I
what
put
is
down
it? What
armor
do you call it?
piercing. Was 4 keep 1.
Whatever.
I'll look it up. I got it here somewhere.
You're looking up arrows.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we could have seen their face, armor piercers would probably be better to try to break the porcelain.
That's what
No, but
That's
the
what I
thing is,
used as a 4
I would have
keep
readied
1.
something that if they
Right.
look like they were in cloth, I would have just readied the ammo that I would.
Yeah.
ILM arrows. 199. Let it be known that 199 is arrows.
I think it's a table at the bottom of the page.
97, 98,
6.
99.
Keep 10.
Arrows. Armor piercing flesh cutter is 2 keep 3.
All right, plus my strength, so that would be 4 keep 3.
Double the armor TM bonus provided by armor half range. Armor piercing ignores the armor TM bonus.
So it's 4 keep 3. You said? Or
2
2 keep 3. So it'd be 1 keep 4, 5 keep 3.
So what is it? What
I
is
don't
armor
think
piercing?
you add your strength, though.
You add
Armor
something.
piercing ignores the armor TN bonus provided by armor. So that's armor piercing.
Right.
Flesh cutter, double the armor TM bonus provided by armor, half the range.
Okay.
So it says double the armor. 2 keep
Does
3.
a bow have a strength?
Yeah, you have to add the bow.
Yeah.
Why is it 2 keep 3? That's weird.
Because you add your strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
think you
didn't
add
do
the
that.
bow strength.
Oh well.
I think
yeah,
it's
the
the
bow
bows.
string.
It's the bows.
I'm going to say the bow
there's
string
three
is
different-
probably 2. So I'm just going to go with that.
What are you using? Because mine was a Hankyu. The Hankyu, yeah. So damage is 1 keep 1. There it is.
So that's keep 3. Not as impressive, but that's 11, 14.
That's pretty good in the damage game.
Both of your arrows hit. Now, were you specifically aiming for the mask, or were you just shooting?
No,
Okay.
for the first shot, I wouldn't have
Okay.
made that assumption.
Okay. You both sink arrows into them, and they kind of, and then they start moving forward. And let's all roll
Okay, initiative then.
initiative. Rock the zombie initiative. One keep one. I got 6.
$25.
$30. Even.
Look at Stuart go today.
What? I just failed a bunch of them.
I mean, you hit.
You hit. You didn't fail.
That's true. So I have 7 keep 4. So what do we got to now? We're at 19. We're 18, 28, 36, 43. 3. Thank you.
Which character's name?
Takashi.
Takashi.
What do we roll?
Your initiative bonus?
I'm all about reflexes, by
Insert
the way.
rank / reflex.
It's all about
Each year
reflexes.
is 20.
My former school was all about reflexes.
Yeah, that scout school is ridiculous, actually.
It really is. I'm kind of sorry to see it go.
Yeah.
Uh, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Because it explodes.
Makiko, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It explodes for initiative.
Okay. So Takashi goes first.
Yeah, we'll just loose another shaft.
You're muted.
We'll loose another shaft.
All right.
Which was 6 keep 4. So one of these.
That's a good hit.
Yeah, that's not bad. 6, 10 to 3. What are we up to there, Eli?
12, 15, 25.
Should have done some raises to hit the mask.
Okay.
I thought of it after that.
31.
31.
31. Oh, that hits.
And damage is 1 keep 1 plus strength. Is that what it is?
Plus
Or
the
just
strength
1
of
keep
the
1?
bow.
Or plus, so mine says 1 keep 1.
That's the. I'm sure that's the arrow. Hold on.
No, I think it's the bow adds that.
The bow adds its strength to that. I
Damage
think.
roll is 1 keep 0. Bow. Well,
Is it even going to be under bows?
Should be.
Oh,
go
it is.
199.
199.
just so that you follow along at home, make sure that we're doing this right. 199. I don't see. Even here, armor piercing is 1 keep 1, which is what I'm using. Is armor piercing arrows. Flesh cutter is
Right.
2 keep 3.
Yeah,
But like
the
the
numbers-
humming bulb is 0 keep 1.
Right.
Humming bulb is like a flare.
Makes a loud whistling sound.
Yeah.
Skilled archer. Bow adds its strength rating to the first number in
So
the
what's your
DR.
bow? What's your bow sword?
Yumi strength 3.
Mine's a Hankayu.
Hankyu is strength 1.
There you go. So it's 1 keep 1.
There you go.
Well, what arrow
No,
are you
no,
using?
it's 2 keep 1.
You add that.
the number.
Oh, all right. So it's 2 keep. All right. So the first time I did damage was all right. 2 keep 1. 3.
Your highest,
We're doing this right?
the highest one is a 3.
2 keep 1.
Oh,
I
that's
got a
right.
3 and a 2.
I forgot who was wrong. Sorry.
The first time we've
Well, I
used
can do it
those-
again, and I got a 1, and you got a 5. So
And then next would be Makiko.
I'm going to go up to.
You can step up to one of them and.
Yeah.
and shoot.
Bash its head.
Yes.
I'm not going to shoot it.
Are you going to aim for the head?
Yeah.
Okay. And that requires. Let me see how many raises that requires.
Remove the head.
Well,
Destroy
it's a
the brain.
Tetsubo, so it's not like super.
Face shot is 2 to 3, depending on what you want to do. Raises.
I want to bash its face. Or
I'll say you need 2 raises. So
Automatically hit.
So no, their armor TN is 10, so you need a 20.
okay. I got that. 9,
Sure did.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Damage.
To the face.
19.
10 out of 10 over there.
And, oh, yeah, no, sorry, 29.
Sick.
Oh,
Yumi is strength 3. That's what I am.
30, 34.
Okay. You shatter one of the masks, and the thing falls to the ground.
Sweet.
And then next would be Mako.
Then I will go ahead and make a shot at the face mask.
You guys do all this killing stuff. I'm going to keep looking for other bad guys.
Good plan.
So that's a 24.
Okay. You're aiming for the mask now.
Yeah.
Okay. You're good.
All right, and then
You can do it.
the 11, 19 points.
Okay. That's enough to crack the mask, and it falls to the ground as well.
Nice.
So you're kind of keeping an eye out,
Yeah.
and way in the distance, silhouetted by the moonlight, you see a figure on a horse kind of and
Right away.
riding away.
We must pursue. He stayed behind to observe.
You're Obi-Wan Kenobi now.
I didn't say they'll be back in greater numbers.
Hey, man, don't deal in absolutes.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to follow that dude.
Okay.
We're on the right track.
Okay, so I gotta break it to you guys. There aren't any peasants out here with us. And I gotta get back on a horse.
I will help you out
Okay.
on your horse.
Thanks.
All
He's
right.
really tall.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
So you guys ride quickly, and you kind of go through these hills, and you kind of come down into a valley, and now it's sort of like a grasslands, and you can kind of see these sort of triangulation figures. There's about 4 of them,
Like ziggurats?
like ziggurats.
Like pyramids, ziggurats,
Are they like
ziggurats,
Triangular
step
Yeah.
or flat?
They're stepped,
pyramid,
instead
pyramid
of triangulish.
triangular,
Triangular.
pyramidoid.
There you go. That's 100% accurate.
You have reached the cursed rhombus.
Oh my god.
They could be diamond shaped and just be built down into the ground. We don't know.
Yeah.
Enough out of you.
Ancient aliens. Okay, so let's be cautious and head over there.
In front of one of them, you do see like 3 empty wagons, or well, you see 3 wagons. You don't know them.
I don't think it's strong enough to beat through a ziggurat.
Have you
It's
tried?
made out of stone.
I mean, there's no collateral damage, right?
No, I mean,
We had to get in somewhere.
But other than the fact that it burns one of his spell slots,
What's a spell slot?
I'm talking out of character here.
Yeah.
it exhausts
But
me.
it does damage, right?
Seems dirty.
Yeah,
To everything?
yeah.
And everything's consumed by fire? Or what does it say?
It's anything in the area that could easily set on fire, such as most Rokugani homes are destroyed. But a stone ziggurat would not catch fire. It's not like it's going to melt the stone.
I don't know. Being inside
Does
a
it burn the
pyramid,
oxygen so they can't breathe?
or
The zombies, man.
I don't think. Yeah,
But there's a Mahasuka in there.
but being inside a stone pyramid as a flaming fist goes down the corridor counts. Yeah.
I think this is more of an outside thing.
Ah.
This is not a close combat in a small room thing.
I will not be robbed of the glory of smashing in the face of the Marasukai.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna go over there and just whoop some shit.
I mean, we could fist it and then just say we did what we did, right? Like,
I will go inside with you and have other things I can do.
okay.
He did lay hands on a stone building, and everything inside went up in flames.
It was not stone.
Okay.
It was mostly wood.
I'm with you on this one.
Right. Yep.
All right,
Gonna
so
start
yeah,
heading
riding
to the door of this pyramidish
feel like we should nuke him from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I'm with you, dude. I wish we had a nuke from orbit, to be honest with you.
We've got 3 ziggurats. We can only go in one at a time.
It's a ziggurat shell game. Look, he left all the wagons outside of the wrong ziggurat just to throw us off.
Or he went into all 3 ziggurats. And is,
They're all connected underneath.
Yeah.
oh,
It's actually a diamond.
They'll move. Giant hands will come down from the sky and shuffle them, and we'll have to guess.
No, there's
No,
three
that's the
carts.
shell game of Asano Woe, man.
There's three carts parked in front of one of them.
That's the one I'm going to.
Okay. So you guys are headed down into this valley.
Yeah, Minoru would take point.
now it might be the time that we drink that tea.
Actually, that's a fucking awesome idea.
Yes.
Time out, bad guys. We gotta brew some tea.
Give me some sticks.
Can we just eat the tea?
What kind of a barbarian are you? Oh! I know. Dave and I are like, what?
I have the advantage because I already drank some of that tea today.
That's true.
Barbecued ribs without a dry rib? What?
All right.
I'm also going in there.
He can heat the water fast, probably.
Do it quickly.
I'm not going to use a spell to heat tea water.
I'm saying.
God.
Right before
Fist.
Okay, find a lake. I need to heat up the whole lake at the same time.
Salted fish.
And what else did we get? There was tea and something else
There was an
Like
ointment
a
for
balm.
Yeah, for after we were wounded.
for after we get, Shadowland.
Yes.
Okay.
A jade unguent of some sort.
Yes.
Don't look at me that way. This is good. We need
I'm actually,
this stuff.
I'm actually at the point where I'm going. This seems like a good idea.
Yes,
I'm
it
willing to
is.
take
Yeah.
a good 10 minutes to do this.
Yes.
Do it
Yeah.
quickly. Resting bitch face doesn't actually cover the amount of bitch that's being radiated from Mikiko's face at the moment. She sees the practicality, which is the only reason she's waiting. But she hates waiting.
So you get a little kettle out, heat the water up, get the little
Anybody
cups.
missing any void points? We could take longer.
Actually, I am.
Let's do it!
You get a tea ceremony?
Yeah, let's just cheese Kimmy off. Let's do that.
Help her in combat.
It's Mikiko, not Kimmy.
See, this is something you would never see in D&D, where right before they go into the big dungeon in the Tomb of Horrors,
That's 100% what you'd see in D&D.
they stop for tea.
Someone's like,
No,
I
but-
know, I
no,
need
we'd
a
stop for
long
the
rest.
You might be right. I need a long
Be
rest
like,
and buffing.
we're going to wait
Yeah.
here by the mountain and
you're
go
right.
to the ziggurat tomorrow, guys.
You're absolutely right.
They'd spike the next door shut and camp.
Right. Yep. Yep. You're right. Buffing.
Oh,
24.
geez, Stu.
Excuse me. Sorry, Canada.
Oh.
How much?
24
Okay.
for a tea ceremony.
All right.
That's for your
Oh,
voice.
this is so nice.
The
Dice.
best I can do out here. I'm sorry.
I feel centered.
Yeah,
I'm ready to take
yeah.
anything on. You know what? I feel a little invincible right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You get
Oh,
lipstick.
great, Dak.
You got a little lipstick on your.
Like you could take on the whole Shadowlands yourself. That's the thing you always say right before a big fight.
Nah, it's more Big Trouble in Little China.
Ah,
That's where the lipstick.
yeah, yeah.
She
I got
kisses him
it.
for luck, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty invincible right now."
All right.
All right.
So you finish your tea and you pack everything meticulously away. So
So what does this T bonus give us? Not his T
it
bonus, but the J.
I think it reduces.
It reduces the TN of our Earth roll to resist being tainted once we're
by,
Okay.
I think by 5 to a minimum of 5.
I want to say it for the few people at home, and also for Stu's edification, so you remember to subtract out what we get at.
Yeah.
That
Well, you will remind me.
yes, the T.
Right. Okay.
Tea.
Let me write the T on my character sheet.
That tea.
The T.
All right.
You want to say it again, Stu?
The tea.
All right, so Mikiko, now, with her Tetsubo drawn, is heading towards the door.
I am right next to her. Let's do this.
I'm drawing out my battle map.
I am not right next to them.
No, that's good. For you are caster and made a squishy.
I am not going last, though.
I'll go last.
You will be sandwiched in.
How are you? What order? What order are you guys headed towards this?
Marching
Because
order.
There's nothing outside. You do see there's a small entrance to the place next to where the carts are parked.
You said earlier, Eli, that you wanted to take point?
Yep.
Okay.
That's Minoru.
Because if I die, guys, no biggie.
Okay.
We got the heir to a clan right here.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which one of us were you looking at?
Oh, I don't know. It's a general line.
Convenient choice.
Who's going next?
Dave and I are sitting next to each other.
So Minoru and then
Me.
Kimmy.
Yeah. And then
Mikiko.
Mikiko.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Yeah. And then Dave, and then Stork.
Ichido?
Two.
I think the shit's about to hit the fan.
Okay, everyone go ahead and make their initiative rolls now.
Finish.
Zombies got a 1. Not that there are any zombies.
I think I'm Are we all insight rate 3 now?
I'm almost
Depends
3.
on what you
I am.
spent on.
I am.
I am
As
also.
of just now. Well, as of starting today.
I got 25. Again. Look at Stork. Whoo! What happened to
What
that
is
guy?
that? We got 19, 20, 30.
No, 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 6 is
22.
22, 32,
38.
38. Good job, Stork.
Look, my character is all about reflexes, which doesn't help when
I got 26.
I'm the last guy in the line, but that's all right.
It does if they get the drop bonus and come from behind.
Mikiko.
Takashi.
Me, Coco.
Melee,
Yeah.
Kimiko. What?
Yeah.
Mana-
21 for each.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Mako.
20.
Right in between. Okay. So at this point, you guys are sort of headed towards the entrance. You get probably within like 30 feet of it, and you see a couple of figures kind of shuffling out.
Shuffling or shambling?
Shuffling.
All right.
And then
They.
anyone who wants to make like a battle perception roll may do so at this point.
I got battle!
I'm not rolling hot today, guys. 15.
Now, are you on horseback or are you on foot?
Minoru would have got off because he
Okay.
ain't about that life.
Battle is plus what?
Battle is a
Perception
skill.
and battle.
Perception and battle added together?
Yes.
34.
Keep
We'll
perception.
keep. Look at you, Stork.
Well, I'm rolling the perception and battle together. What do I keep?
Your
Perception.
So just roll-
Universally, what it is skill plus attribute, keep attribute.
Right, and so my battle is actually 5 keep 3, so I
Yeah.
probably should just roll that. So let's just
Rather than all over
Yeah,
dice
all
roll.
carried away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's like
Yeah,
you just
you're
got
like,
that
what-
skill.
I
Holy
gotta-
fuck!
Yeah, right? I put everything into it. I put all my XP into it because I don't want to be ganked again.
I actually put points into athletics because they shamed me into it.
Yes, athletics is key because climbing anything. What is
Yes.
it? What was I doing in battle? Is 5 keep 3. So yeah, there we go.
18.
Thank you.
I'm not a
Okay.
no.
You got
22.
Okay.
34.
There is someone approaching from behind you.
All right. From behind, circle is the order I give.
Okay.
In a corridor?
How many did we see shuffling towards us again? I'm sorry.
You don't.
We just hear shuffling.
No, you see some, but
An
it's
unknown
super
mass.
dark.
Oh,
And we got in, or is this still in front of the thing?
30 feet away from the
Okay.
entrance.
Okay, so we're not.
So somebody's coming at us from out
behind.
in the forest.
Like out of the jungle.
I'm directing basically Dave to go into the center and for us to circle around him.
Okay.
We do that.
The wagons.
Yeah.
Kind of draw out for me where you guys are standing, just so I keep track of.
Well, on the dice, Dave is the 20, and then we are the. Well,
I
there's
just
no-
need to do it.
Once we roll dice, it's all going to go away.
With reference to where the ziggurat is.
Well, I think Eli would be closest to the ziggurat.
I'm just going to leave this up to
I'd be
Jim.
next to
Jim's actually plays war games and has tactics.
And we're going to say the ziggurat is in this direction, and this is our rear.
Okay.
So put
So-
R.
So this is
Draw a
rear,
butt.
and this is the.
Okay.
He touched the butt.
Ditch the rear. Okay. All right.
You are definitely below the belt today.
I am.
All the way around.
She's not well.
I've been sitting by myself all weekend watching TV.
Got
I'm very
it.
excited to be with other humans.
So you two are on the ziggurat side of it.
Yeah.
And you see these things coming out, and there's like 8 of them.
Okay.
You two,
Are they out yet?
they're emerging, but you can see.
What?
You
can't just make that sound when everybody
Well,
looked at
it
you.
depends on how far out of the tunnel they are.
They're still
when
on their
it's
way
my
out.
turn.
Right.
So that's why I was asking.
Well, they go last anyway because I rolled a 1.
I don't know. I don't know if I can tell you that. I have an idea, but it's a Shugenja idea, and so I don't know if I can tell you that.
Okay.
I don't know.
From the rear,
Don't fist us.
from the rear, there are
That's my good idea.
Save the children.
there seem to be 3 figures wearing armor and carrying swords.
Okay.
It's a little dark, but their faces seem awfully pale. Not like masks,
Okay.
or like bone,
And they're wearing armor, so they're obviously samurai?
or were.
Or were? Because the
Yeah,
samurai
but-
armor is
but
pretty...
It's Is it like sort of foreign-looking armor, or does it look samurai?
Look samurai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
They're
it-
carrying katanas.
Can I tell if it's ancient armor?
It doesn't look ancient.
Okay.
I mean, it's dark. There's a moon out.
I guess
but
what I'm
that's
going
about
for... Yeah, I get it. What I'm going for was this, like, recently resurrected samurai that were buried in their armor. So, depending on... But it's probably hard to tell.
Yeah, at this distance, it would be difficult.
And they're pale, like skull-like pale?
Yes.
Like no flesh on their face kind of pale?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that they're about the zombies are about 30 feet away, and probably the other ones are about 30 feet away as well.
Okay. I'm holding until they reach
Okay.
us. There's really no.
Is
reason
that what
for us-
everyone?
We should not separate out. We should stay in a tight bunch to be able to support each other.
I think I need to look at my school's techniques and find out which one is the most useful. Carry on. Yeah, holding.
Is everyone holding until they get on?
Well, okay. How many rounds have we got? Can I loose an arrow?
you? Sure. Yeah, they're 30. They're like 30 feet away.
So I can loose a couple arrows, and then still have time to draw a bow, or still time to draw a sword.
You just drop the bow,
Yeah.
and I think it's
Yeah.
a simple
It's a
action.
simple action to draw your
to
sword.
draw a weapon.
Well,
Or you could actually jitsu attack the weapon and you without having to draw your weapon.
yes.
That's the cool thing about using your
Yes. If you're an Aijutsu, centric kind of guy.
If you're reflex eccentric, you should be.
I
Jitsu
know I
centric.
should, but I was Kenjutsu with.
And you
with
move
the
what 5 times
katana.
water? Is that
But I
right?
moved to crane.
5 times water.
Cranes have that whole
Okay.
Aijutsu
Yeah,
school.
they do.
the
Oh, if
Kakita.
you're a Kakita, then that's
and reflexes. So
So you've
dovetails
you've
right
basically got 6 turns until the ones out of the ziggurat are on you. The ones coming from the other direction are moving a lot faster.
Oh, well, if they're going to shoot, let them shoot. But before.
Microsoft.
Oh, I started talking to Kimmy. There, I forget her.
I ruined
So-
everything.
It's all your fault. No, before they get to come out of the tunnel entirely, I have something I want to do.
Okay.
So, but they can shoot if they're going to shoot or whatever at the other guys. That's fine.
But they're on the other side.
You want to shoot?
Yeah, I'll shoot. I'll shoot my armor.
You
Pretty
want
sure
to?
that
Yeah,
matters.
right.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's see, what do we got? 6 keep 4. So, wow. I don't want that one, but I want that one, and I want that
Gonna
one.
hit him with a 40 and do 1 damage.
Right?
21.
I know. That's I've hit for sure. Well, wait.
You don't
Since,
know that.
can I aim for the mask? Oh, there are no masks. They're not wearing masks.
They're not wearing masks.
Still aim for that.
So aim for the head.
But yeah,
Wait,
So
hold
what
on.
did you get?
That's
31.
31.
Okay, that will hit.
Hold on. These are raises because I'm doing a cold shot.
To where?
The head.
Okay.
45.
There we go. I'm just gonna rely on Eli to do math quickly. That's awesome. You just kind of show up at every game and do math for me.
Just L5R, I can do fast math. Ingrained.
all that cribbage we paid at the
So
shop.
that's-
yeah.
I can do 15s like that.
Yeah.
So a called shot. Well, it's
No, these aren't,
variable raises.
aren't wearing masks.
I understand.
Okay.
The call shot is variable raises, so it's. I guess it might. I guess that.
What I said
think
was
is up to
two.
you.
Two.
I think it was 2. Right.
And how many raises did I get? 2. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
it depends on their.
It depends
Well,
on their armor
it's their
TN.
TN, so it'd be whatever their TN is plus 10.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
40
something.
46.
You would hit.
With how many raises?
You got it.
You got it.
All right.
Well,
You
if
front
you-
load the raises.
If you don't make the raises, you
Raises
miss.
aren't results.
Okay,
yeah.
You go. I go for 2 raises. You add the 10. You either make it
Got
or
it.
you don't. Yeah.
Got it. And so damage is still.
Yeah.
So if you roll high on this, you could like cripple
No,
it.
you add 2 dice to the damage. That's what the raises do. So whatever it is.
What, oh, he was raising for a called shot.
yeah, that's what it does.
I think that's separate, isn't it?
Well,
I think the
What does the book say?
Let me
Yeah,
let me double check, but I think it's
unless there are
maybe
specific
an earlier edition.
unless there are specific zone effects for hitting somebody's face, arm, or whatever. Usually, it's just translated into bonus dice. At least that's what I remember from.
Let me just double check real quick.
It's under maneuver. It's called
86?
shot.
Yeah.
79. Is that what you got?
I got 86 for called shot.
Oh, okay.
So you can check 79 and I'll check 86.
Well, you're just probably better.
Maneuvers.
And all form the head. No.
There's no specific mechanical effect for striking a particular body part in this manner, although individual GMs may rule that a certain amount of damage may sever or destroy the body part in question.
Yeah, because usually that's just for narrative effect. Because the way that I've always had it be interpreted is like, it just raises for damage. But unless you're doing something like wanting to disarm somebody, hitting them in the hand, or blind them intentionally, or have.
I'm going to assume these are, since they're not wearing masks, these are simply raises for damage.
All right. So let's switch this then and go with the maneuver increased damage, which is 1 plus raises.
Yeah.
One or more.
So
yeah,
you got
that's,
one or more
that's what I'm
raises.
saying. You got 2 raises.
So
You
you
asked
had
for
2
2
dice.
raises.
You
You
get
got
2
2
extra
raises. So you get 2 extra throw dice. Are they not?
No,
Can they
they're
keep?
the throwers,
Yeah,
not
they're
keepers.
throwers.
Okay.
The throwers, not keepers.
And keepers are still 1s.
Oh,
I still keep 1 dice. So
So you got 9.
I got a 9. I still keep 2 dice.
2 dice or 1?
Oh no, I'm shooting the armor piercing, which just ignores armor, so they get a 9 total, right?
9.
Right.
Cool.
That's very complicated.
Yeah,
Now you know.
I'm also going to go with the
Because the thing is
So
that
you-
if you're using armor piercers, you should be aiming a lot more because whatever their armor is, you're just ignoring it.
Yeah.
So basically, their reflexes plus
now
whatever raises.
the armor piercing ignores the armor TN bonus, but does it ignore the reduction?
No,
Okay.
not that I know of, unless it
I don't
specifically
know.
says.
Whatever it says.
Unless they had jade all over it, probably not.
I doubt that it does. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go with what's their TN without their armor?
Well, I don't know if I don't think they have armor.
What's their agility?
Reflexes.
I mean, their reflexes. Yeah.
What's that on a freaking card?
Oh, we may have written on the back of it.
I don't. No,
What's that? I'm sorry?
I'm looking for.
They
My,
die, yay!
where'd the fucker?
I don't have it. I didn't steal it.
Agility 3.
So they're 15 straight up without their armor.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. No. That's
Reflexes, sorry, is what you mean.
reflexes. Reflexes is 1. It says their armor TN is 10.
Okay. The reflexes are
Is that
1,
the sheet right
so
there?
that's
No, this is a different
5.
Armor TM is 5 plus reflexes times 5.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just plain
There,
a 10.
there it is. So
Then
they're 10.
I will go ahead and raise 3 times.
Okay.
They're not wearing armor at all?
The ones coming out of the ziggurat, or
No,
the
no,
other
we're
ones?
shooting
Oh,
ones that
I'm
resemble.
sorry. You're shooting the other ones.
Yeah.
That.
Should we redo this?
What did you roll again? Do you remember? Oh no, you had
In the
over 30.
40s.
You were.
Yeah,
You're good. You're
You're
good.
super high.
You're good.
And rolled a 9 for damage.
Yeah.
That ignores the armor.
Yeah. And went to the dude's face.
Yeah. And you were next in initiative? Oh no, we're
Okay.
having archers go first.
Their,
Yeah.
their,
We got
their
5
armor
rounds
their
left.
armor TN is 20.
Their
Okay.
armor TN is 20.
And we can. And you
And
said we
it's
can,
is it what? It's 5 plus 5 times reflexes.
Yes.
So let's
No,
assume
it's-
Are they wearing light
Is that right?
armor?
No, it's just straight up 5 times
think
reflexes
so.
plus their armor.
plus their armor. Okay, so they would it'd be 15 then. I think. Let me double check real quick. But I think it's.
Because I think Ashigaru was 2, light is 5, heavy is
Oh,
10.
light is 5. I know that for a fact because that's what I got.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're at 15.
15?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with 2 raises. So I need a 25.
Here's a 10.
6. Nope. That's
So close.
21, 22. And I missed by 3.
All right.
So how many chances do we get to shoot these guys before they are on us?
These guys are faster.
Those guys are faster.
I'll let you get one shot off, and then they'll be on you.
Oh.
Now,
There's 3 of them coming at us.
but let him take. He's taking. There's 3 of them
understand.
coming from that direction.
Okay.
You want to take your shot at
Yeah,
the shambling?
here we go.
Horde.
I got this. Shambling horde will be no more.
Okay.
Go the once and future king. Kimmy's in the bathroom.
Here we go.
Much like a table, I'll put my support under whoever's there.
Keep 6.
Well, there's a 10. Here, let's let Eli. I'm not going to touch
Yeah,
it.
How many?
I'll do it.
Keep in 6?
6, yeah.
10, 15, 21, 27, 27. Well, that's 4. So
And then another
32, 33.
33, and then...
33, 38.
Okay.
Okay.
A wall of fire in the tunnel.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So, like the first 2 are like on their way out, and you can see the other 3 behind them, and you.
Basically, it's a 25-foot long, 10-foot
Just
tall, 1 foot wide.
Okay.
But I have to arrange it to fit where I want. So how wide is the tunnel?
I'll say the tunnel is 5 feet wide.
Okay. So I'm going to do 5 foot, 5 foot deep.
Okay.
Basically, that'll be
Okay.
the same area because I have to use the whole area
Okay.
of it. But any that are in it, they can make a reflexes roll of 20.
Zombies have the best reflexes.
Did it really?
Yeah, they're
They're
super
ninja
good.
zombies.
It's
Yeah, it's like the angry rage zombies from
24 days later or whatever
20,
that one was.
28
Yeah.
days.
28 days
So
later.
all 5 of them
Let's
need to make that.
move.
If they're all in that first
How many feet?
5 feet of the
Probably
tunnel,
3 of them.
Fallout zombies move fast too. Come to find out.
Really?
That's all 3 of them
Oh, okay.
because they're 1 keep 1.
So 2 did not.
2 did not.
1 maybe.
1 might.
Lucky.
Nope.
So
How
they
much
all
damage is
take 6 keep 6.
They probably aren't going to like this.
Nice.
Is it 1 roll?
10,
I'm assuming,
20.
or I don't know.
I guess.
Is that all 6? Oh, yeah, it is all 6. So 10, 27, 35, 36, 39, 44, 48.
48.
48, and 48. Okay. All right. Now they're all on fire and coming towards you.
And if they're on their
That didn't
turn,
work out.
if
Right.
they're still in it, they'll take the damage again.
Okay. Now the ones coming behind them, will they take the damage? This
It
is
persists.
for how long? As
An
long as you
hour.
want. Oh, okay. All right.
No, we can't get in.
I can make it go away.
But unless told otherwise, it persists for an hour.
Yes.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
So it blocks the passageway.
And do they get another reflex roll?
Because fire burns. Like-
No, if they enter the wall space,
It just happens.
they get 6 keep 6
Got it.
damage.
Okay.
And when they leave the wall space, are they still on fire?
I would assume if they end their turn in the wall space, they'll take the damage also.
Right.
But
it's
if they can make
5
it through-
feet, and I figured they're clumped together.
Yeah.
So the last one will take more damage. The other 2 will be out of it.
Yeah.
And then the
completely
next 2
logical, yeah.
will be in. Okay.
Because I really want to see these zombies like shamble towards you and just like,
fall.
and
Yeah,
they're just ash like at your feet.
like Jack Sparrow's.
That
sinking
could
ship.
happen because they're not fast.
Right. That's what I'm counting on.
Right. Okay, so you did that. Back to the other side. You guys can take one more shot before they are on you if you like.
Oh yes,
Right.
yes,
That burned
I
a lot
do.
of calories. I need a cookie.
Oh my god.
Can I have one of those?
20.
No.
Just one.
Oh,
Right by your
right.
15, 22, 29.
Yeah, 29.
29. Did you go for raises? You have to say that ahead of time.
No, I didn't say it ahead of time, so no.
All right.
I should have.
Yeah.
So you may go ahead and roll your down.
Yeah, you're super badass with a bow.
Not really.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're keeping 4, you're super badass with a bow.
You might.
Yeah.
What did we say damage was again? It was okay, so it's only
Two keep one?
I
Two
didn't.
keep one.
It was 2 keep 1 because I'm not calling. Yeah, damage. Right. So 7.
And I have 4 keep 1 because I have a good bow.
Whoa!
So that's 22 points of damage.
Wow.
exploding.
He dies. Yay! We win.
Okay. Their arrows are sticking in them. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
but it's not really slowing them down. It's like the shock from it causes them to sort of twitch, and they keep on moving.
Do the arrows catch fire?
The other side,
Oh.
they're
Yeah.
not on fire.
We're behind you.
Damn it.
So we're now. I'm going to put us at the top of the initiative. They're on you guys.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to drop my bow.
On this point over here, you've probably got like 3 more turns before they're on you. Let me resolve the damage real quick. You want to roll the 6 keep 6 again? So these 2 are out, so these 3 will get hit.
Just roll 10s to make it easy for me.
11, 18, 19, 22, 27.
Damn.
The first 2 get out. The next 2 come in. Of those the next 3 come in. The 2 collapse. So there's 1 walking through it still. There's 2 that are out. And they're still burning.
So how many other total now?
3. Takashi, it's your turn. It is on you now.
I am looking up my school techniques here because I got a new one here. I guess I'm going to use Wolf's Little Lesson. The Hiromata learns to dash in and out in a single motion. While you assume the attack stance, you add 5 to your armor TN every time you hit with a melee weapon. This bonus may stack a number of times equal to your school rank and lasts until the end of the current
So it could be up to 15.
My current school rank is, yes, it could be up to 15.
School rank is 3?
Yes.
School rank is insight rank.
2. Well, insight rank is 3, yes. Yes.
All right.
So, I'm in attack stance.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping that page open. Okay. Wow, it's been so long since I've done any melee.
Kenjutsu.
No, yes. Katana is 8, keep 3 for an attack roll.
That's the guy that did really well on Jeopardy, right?
Kenjutsu? Yeah.
I'm going to burn a void
Oh my
Okay.
god.
for an
That
extra
gives
hit.
you a 1 keep 1. Spinning a void, right? Okay.
I don't see any 10s. That sucks.
So you're going to keep 1 more than you would normally keep.
Thank you. So
Because
it's
of the void.
8, keep 3, so it's 9, keep 4. 6,
18.
5. You counted already?
Oh, you're keeping 4, so 19.
19.
Okay, that
Insight
hits.
rank.
Oh, well, no. It misses.
What I'm wondering is, because I'm in attack stance, attack is a standard, there's no, okay. Alright. Standard stance,
So
no
you miss.
bonus, no penalties. So I miss.
You miss. Makiko. Now, you can hear there's actual, like, cling going on behind you.
But I see ones in front of me still.
There's, oh yeah, they're like,
But
they're like
there's rounds. By the time they get to... Because the other guys are moving faster, right?
yes.
So the zombies aren't
we
on
have-
top of you guys yet.
2 more rounds before the first zombies get to us.
Right.
Right.
Which in like real time is like 6 seconds or something.
Right.
Yeah. Are we aware of what's going on behind us?
You can hear there's fighting. There's actual not shooting arrows, but actual. You're starting to hear melee.
You can look over there. It's not like
Yeah,
I mean,
we
we're,
can see.
we're all within like 5-6 feet of each
Oh
other.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm waiting for my turn to say something.
There's three of them, and they're like on them.
I'm going to trust them to do their thing. So they are professionals. I'm going to use. I'm going to step forward
Okay.
just a little bit, not like a huge. Like,
So
can I reach them?
No,
Okay.
no, they're like. Well, what's your water?
3.
You can move your full water as a minor action, I think. Is that right? So you can get on them and hit them.
Cool. Then I will do that. I'm going to step forward and hit the one that's close enough to hit.
Pow, right in the kisser.
That one's out of the tray. So 8. Oh, there we go. 26.
Ooh.
36.
41.
Yeah.
Nice hitting.
You hit.
And damage. Oh. That's not terrible.
He doesn't like that.
No.
Nice.
Oh my god. All right.
You
So
wasted it on a zombie.
yeah.
10, 20, 30.
29, 39, 42.
See, the gym method works well. It was all there.
Yep, it's all
Loving
there.
It.
You
Loving
just add
it.
it up.
You knock its head off and it falls to the ground.
A yawn.
Okay.
Dramatically.
All right. Minoru.
He steps up. Sama, I think these are beneath your skill. You should assist. Mako and the Caillou.
Takashi.
Yeah, he's like that white people cereal.
Yeah. What am I rolling again?
Takashi really is the whitest thing in the world, other than maybe Miracle Whip.
What's our TN? The zombie?
20. Oh, no, zombies 10.
2 for the head.
Okay.
2 to the head.
There's your tin dog.
Yeah.
You can try and do the 5 raises.
He
for
got it. He got it.
Oh, that was
The 8.
Extra attack.
So that's 20, 30. 3.
That you did 2 raises?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good.
So we're just doing damage on these ones? 7, so that'd be
What are you using?
Tetsubo? Because I'm angry?
Team beat stick.
Yep.
20 on 2 dice. 29.
Really?
31.
Double ones.
31.
Womp womp.
31, 34. Because I'm crab.
You're still able to knock its head loose, and it falls to the ground. Again, lifeless.
Yes, Sama, you should express your skills against the samurai behind us.
Express your skills.
Mako.
I'm going to express myself with my Tetsubo.
The team beat stick is beauty, everyone.
Your beauty, we are grace.
You gonna call any called shots?
You're
or anything?
bushy, bushy, bushy.
No, I'm just going to attack twice because I'm rank 3.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Loop.
What did the 5 Tetsubo say to the face?
Yeah, but you're not
Are you using
attacking.
your sword or using your tetsubo?
You're attacking.
Tetsubo.
You're attacking one of the samurai from the jungle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you just need 20.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Done. And then it's 6 keep 3 for my damage. That's the first attack. That's 15, 22 for the first attack.
Okay.
16, 20, so I hit him. And
Are you supposed to? Oh, okay.
keeping 3, but that's that was an 8. 15, 20 points on the second attack.
42, 1.
And this is all to the same one, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're beating him to a pulp.
It's all about the follow through.
Exactly. It's like circular whack.
Ichido. Oh no, I skipped. You should have gone before him, but go ahead. Sorry.
You son of a bitch.
Now my whole battle move is ruined.
Did someone say battle table?
Zombies in front of me. There are 2 left.
Yes, 2 left. 1. There's 1
That's
left.
1 left.
There's 1
there were
left.
3 and
Right.
they killed 1 each.
Ah.
Ugh, zombies.
Buch.
But I've got 2 more rounds before it gets to us.
Well, it'll get to them in a round.
Ah,
It'll be on them next time.
They can handle themselves.
Okay.
I'm confident against 1 zombie. There'll be 1 fire weakened zombie.
Right.
All right. Man, I'm kind of.
Hold your action and let us beat stick them.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm wary about exhausting myself
I think that
too
that's
early.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see if this guy comes whipping through the fire.
All right.
From one of the other ziggurats.
2 of them are going to attack you.
Okay. I'm a TN 30.
It is not going to make it. What is their keep? It's not 9, so no, that will not make it. No. Those are both miss. And then one of them is going to attack Takashi.
I'm a TN 25.
Oops. Does it keep? 3. 21.
With that 10.
Oh,
29.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
good thing we got the T.
Yep.
Good thing this damage is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
What do these guys look like now that they're up close?
Oh,
Like, are they?
We're being pessimist, guys.
Oh, that's
Obviously.
awesome. Yeah, like green glowy mouth
Those
and
are
eyes.
cool looking to kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty rad.
They're like the
undead remnants.
yeah, they're like the guys from Game of Thrones, except with glowy eyes.
Right. Oops.
Undead revenants.
And you know, samurai armor.
Bad close call.
13.
Okay.
You're still okay.
Yeah, that's actually still healthy.
Don't you have damage reduction from your armor?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, it's a...
I think
It's
it was
Ashigaru armor, so,
So-
it's only a damage reduction of 1, I think.
Right?
Oh, no.
yeah.
Your damage reduction is 0, of course.
0, so I still take
But I
13,
thought
but
we
healthy is 15,
Yeah,
so...
yeah, you're still okay.
Okay.
It helps
We
with
need
the
to invest in
initial
some
hitting,
light armor.
not necessarily from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
taking away of the damage.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, I drank tea.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't come up till after the battle. Don't worry.
Okay.
You've got minutes to live.
Don't worry, if you get tainted, you can start using it. Did I say that? That's weird.
Yeah, you did.
So I said it was a reduction of 5. So you have an earth roll TN 10.
No, I
Is it
thought
reduced by 5 or is it?
no, I think it was reduced by more, but the minimum was the
minimum
minimum
is-
roll was 5.
No, I thought it was reduced. You said reduced by 5 to a minimum,
minimum
of
of
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a 15 when you're attacked by a tainted creature, which I would say this undoubtedly is. And so that you have make an earth roll,
And a
your
10.
TN is 10.
So my earth is 3.
And you roll
Three
that,
dice
and
and
you need to
keep
get
all
10. You want to do it in secret?
Nope, he totally got it.
Okay.
You want me to
We
reroll
have
that
faith.
10?
Don't need to.
You're good.
You have resisted the taint.
We have faith in you, Stu. Stork.
I mean,
This close.
okay.
Well, we also have faith in the street.
That happens more than you would think.
Yeah.
Now we're back up to Takashi.
All right, I'm going to hit this guy.
All right.
He hit me, I'm going to hit him.
him
So
hard.
what do I got here? 3,
Then I hit you
4,
back.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Or doesn't hit you.
Do I want to make a call shot?
I don't know.
Do I want to make a call shot?
They're base TN20, right?
Yeah.
So you're keeping 3?
You're just having a personal conversation.
Yeah. What's the math on that?
Average is what?
You're swinging a Caillou blade. You really don't need the extra damage because you're keeping 3 on the damage.
So I'm gonna-
Just
Yeah.
go straight up for
I
a hit.
want to take off his head.
Yeah, plus.
That's,
well, the thing
that
is,
is 30. You need to roll a
terribly.
30 to hit.
plus, if you hit, it starts the train rolling on you getting way better than
Okay,
him.
there's specific rules for these guys for that. So you require raises for a call shot. Was it two
Yeah.
to behead them? You
Yeah.
have to roll. If you get 18 points of damage, their head comes off.
Don't do
So
it.
if I just do with damage, then it's fine.
No, yeah. So if you do a call shot to the head, if you do 18, you kill him instantly. Is basically what he's saying.
But it'd be TN30.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not worth it, man. With your special school thing, it's better for you to get more hits than it is to get
Yeah, it's
strong
going to start that
hits.
train rolling. Because doesn't it reduce their TN?
That's true.
Because every hit you make,
No,
you
it
get
increases
stronger.
his TN to hit him.
By
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
his armor
you're
goes
right. I'll just go for a hit. Straight hit. See, and you guys talked me out of it.
Sorry, next time. Well, you got a 10.
It's what is it? 8 keep 3.
So 26.
So you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that would have only been 28, not 30. You
Yeah.
would have missed.
Oh.
We saved you.
The
All right.
Shugenja is prescient.
Pulled you out of the fire, as it were.
He doesn't like that.
That's terrible. It's 10, 9. It's keep 3. And a 5. So what do we got there? It's
24.
24.
30.
30. Even. Now, my TN goes up by 5.
TN 30 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep a track of that. Wolf's Little Lesson. You add 5 to your TN every time you hit.
But I thought the Haruma school did something nifty like that too.
That is the Haruma school.
Oh.
That's the
Makiko.
second rank. Because you got it to second rank.
Yeah.
There is one lone zombie ahead of you. He's on fire.
But they're fighting like the more.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn out and fight them.
Okay.
Express.
Yeah. Okay. So whichever one's closer.
Well, there's he's got 2 on him.
All right. Him being Jim.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go for one of those.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm.
A 9 and a 6 and a 10? That's nice.
Yeah, it hits.
You just need a 20.
You just need a 20 down. So. 30. 1.
Excellent. Yeah, I hit it.
Bitches.
29 first
Reroll those
roll.
tens. 37.
Starting 30. Yeah.
38.
Damage.
I'm assuming that's the fresh one that hasn't been attacked yet.
Yeah.
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 Knowing Makiko, she'd probably go, no.
I want the one that's been
want
weakened
mine.
already.
Wait.
What glory is there in that?
Exactly.
Minoru.
He's going to go out there. The last zombie.
Now, are you keeping... I don't know whether or not wounds affect how efficient they are. to
It
attack.
doesn't. Undead, they're
just angry.
Nothing happens until
Makes
they're
it so much
dead.
easier.
20 on 2 dice. Did the zombie? I probably should have
Sure.
raised. I forgot. But 2, 4, 6, 7. 10, 24, 26. Uh, 26, 29, because I'm angry.
Yeah, Earth. And add your Earth.
Okay. All right. Smack it. It's still up.
Oh, hot shit.
Well, that was he had the lesser damage roll from the wall of fire.
Oh.
God, how many hits do these things have?
70.
Jesus. Makiko,
Maybe I was never told you to leave. These zombies are invincible. Oh God!
Well, you've done 56 points to it. I mean,
He's got my Tensei move,
Eat
and he's
it.
using it on me.
And it hurts.
And you've been holding it.
Champagne from Parmesan.
What's that from?
There's a. If you go on YouTube and you look for Orson Welles drunk
Oh my
champagne
god.
commercial,
So good.
Oh.
and he is lit.
The drink of romance.
Take one. Take one. Nah, champagne.
I remember those.
Oh my god.
We will sound know why before it's time.
All right.
He's usually sober when he the
Did
the,
that
one, the
part.
ones you saw on the TV.
No.
Those he probably was pretty sober.
I'm going to go for 2 raises.
Okay,
on this
what are you gonna do?
spellcasting. Yeah.
How many keep it?
Keeping 6.
There's a 9 right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
It's fine. So I reach up and I unbutton my sleeve, let it roll out,
Okay.
then I kind of limber up the shoulder a little bit, spool out the fire whip.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't use it yet. I got to use it next round.
Okay.
But dramatic right now.
yeah.
That's cool.
Now it's Mako.
That's actually a really cool vision. It's like this long, 16-foot whip just comes out of this
Yeah,
empty arm
it's like
socket.
made out of fire.
So
Wash,
cool.
rinse, repeat.
It's very Ghost Rider.
So I hit him, no problem.
Okay.
For 24 points of damage.
First hit.
First hit. Second one definitely
Nice.
hits
He definitely
him
doesn't like
a
that.
lot. Yeah. Come on. Repeat dices. There we
Oh,
go.
nice. You're getting all the 10s.
You
what
need to
Jim
get at
does.
least 6 points.
16, 18, 28, 38 points of damage.
Okay. He is down. That was Mako, and now it's the Revenant's turn. You're now a TN
30.
30. Okay.
We gotta kill them. They're coming for our booze.
No.
One of those
And the other one,
revenuers.
the one that you attacked, is going to attack you, Makiko.
Cool.
What's your armor, TN?
30.
30. 25.
Armor.
31!
31.
Oh, by that much.
Wow.
And that's just to hit.
That was fair. We saw that.
Yeah.
It's a fair call.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
20.
Poor Kimmy. This always happens.
Kimmy does get beat to shit.
28.
Yeah.
She stood there with a
33.
Minus 5.
33 minus 5 is 28.
Okay.
And don't you subtract your earth as well?
Oh, that would be awesome. Yes. So 4.
24.
So 24. So I am nicked.
And give me that TN 10 Earth roll. Earth.
She's all about the
15.
earth.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to her.
And then the one zombie that's left.
Kills Eli. It'd be hilarious if it did.
Here's where you whip the earth roll, and we all feel
What's your
real
armor,
bad.
TN?
Mine is, what is my TN? Oh, 25.
What do I keep? I keep 2. So 17, but one of them's but one is at 10. What's that? 25.
That's 25 on the nose.
On the nose,
On
hits
the
him.
nose.
Okay.
I mean, you miss?
Well, does it go to the defender? Or?
No, you
No.
have to meet or exceed.
Meat or
Yeah.
exceed.
All right. And a massive 3 keep 2 damage from their tainted club.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a bow stick. You're dead, dude.
I know.
I got another 10.
I'm telling you, dude.
14.
First L5R game we ever played, it was peasants with bow sticks, killed the
Joe
entire
sticks.
party. Joe sticks. Killed the entire party.
23.
Minus 8.
15.
I'm still healthy.
Make that earth roll.
Make an earth roll.
Welcome to Earth.
TN 10.
You're like the Invisible Boy from Mystery Man. You can always make a basket as long as no one
Yeah, I
knows.
super did it.
Okay. All right. How many doses of tea do you have left? Because you just used 5.
We
it
had
was a
10 altogether.
We had 10
Okay,
doses.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. And now we're back to the top of the round. Takashi.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy.
All right.
Do it.
Fuck this guy.
In the butt.
He doesn't like it.
No lube.
Does that make a difference?
In the butt, yes.
Actually.
I misheard you entirely. I thought you said there's no loot. It's like, is he in prison? Are you expecting there to be something?
I did once run a D&D game or a
Stop,
GURPS
no.
fantasy game where they found a bunch of orcs that had been stripped completely and they were jailed, and they went in to rescue them and they attacked them, and the party was incensed that there was no loot to get because they were naked. And I said, no, they each are concealing a gold piece in their cheeks. No shit.
they're
True
orcs.
story.
Right, so
Oh, man.
26.
Because they were too incensed.
Oh, that's a 10.
36.
44.
30, yeah, there you go.
You hit.
All right. Damage is 64.
So now you're 35.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He has Rumus rank of 2. It's maxed out at your school rank, not your
Oh, your school rank.
not your
okay.
insight rank, but your school.
So I thought you got 1, gave
Yeah.
him 5.
This is his
and then
second.
one
This
more.
is his cap.
Yeah.
Takes him
now
up
he's
to
plus
35.
10.
Yeah, so he's 35.
Oh, 35, yeah.
No shit, really.
No shit, really.
Just a gold piece.
And after that, they said when they killed something, does he have any butt gold?
After that,
They're
everything
checking
was
for
after
butt
that.
gold every
I'm
time.
checking for butt gold, yeah.
They have a special tool that swipes.
24.
It's like that Oreo cookie dough.
Oh, okay.
What was it?
32.
32.
Exactly. Drops lifelessly to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
And after Takashi, it goes to Makiko.
Oh, that brings me up to 35 now.
And that's your cap.
Against that one guy or everybody?
No, my cap is one more.
School rank, he said.
It's
So
school
what's
rank,
your
not
school rank?
insight rank.
Ooh.
They're only
Okay.
the Roman school rank too.
That's not a good roll.
Is it against everybody or just that one guy?
During combat.
That's-
All the way
that's-
through combat.
his armor
As long
TN
as
keeps
I'm
going
using
up.
that.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think
No,
that
freaking
I have all
Roman
these,
school all the way through is
18.
freaking
I
awesome.
have all these other things, and I'm
18
like,
to hit?
Yeah.
I'm using
That
All
all
the
misses.
this
crab
time.
schools
I
fucking rock.
missed.
All the crab schools.
That misses.
God damn, I
Every single
missed.
last one of them.
Minoru.
Hi, guys, we're getting revenge on this dude.
My arm's getting tired from killing all these dudes.
I'm
You
gonna
only
raise.
14 points of damage is all you
I'm
need.
gonna raise for the head. That's all I'm at.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna miss.
All right, two raises for the head. They have a 10.
So you need a 20 there, E.
Yeah, I got it.
Works.
So that's how much damage? Crap.
14.
Oh, 9, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. 25,
Okay.
28.
Because of beer.
That was your damage, 28? 28. Okay, he's out.
So there's just one horse rider left?
And they're not on a horse. It's not on a horse right now.
There's one.
Oh, one
There-
revenant left.
Yes. Ichiro.
Can I borrow a die?
Holy
Whip it.
crap.
Thank you.
Whip it good.
He's less than 30 feet away from me, yeah?
It's right in front of her.
Okay. But
Don't miss.
I was just double checking.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
can't
need a
miss.
cross star.
Also, the T lasts twice
I
as
got
long
it.
on Stork.
No, I could miss,
Oh,
but
it
I
does.
don't think I
Yeah.
could hurt you.
Okay.
How long
Does
does
it?
it
The first rank?
What is that?
It says, isn't it? Did I read that right?
He's about to roll, so.
Okay.
Right.
Keep 4?
My dice is one of the higher ones. Go my dice.
8, 8, 7,
And that's a 1.
30, right?
And 7.
6. Oh, yeah. So 30? Did
Okay.
that hit him?
Yeah.
Right? Twice as long?
I don't know. Where did you read that? The tea that we drank?
It says you are skilled at survival, can make all food, water, and jade rations last twice as long.
that's for the first school.
Oh, the rations. Never mind.
I'm reading books of the lesson, not towards flavored liquors.
No, I think it's the rations, not
19 in
the
damage.
Yeah.
effects.
That will take him out.
And it's fire, if that matters.
It does not. He's out. So there are now smoldering corpses everywhere.
Yeah!
The hell, dude?
Well, I just kind of point my arm, and it just rockets out
Okay.
up to 30 feet.
Okay. So they're now all on the ground and smoldering. Well, 6 of them are smoldering, 2 of them are not burning.
Might as well light the others on fire, just to get rid of the bodies.
Just so that we be sure.
Well, the master's still out there.
Well, he's got a firearm. It could just happen in a few seconds.
Yeah, I can just dangle on them.
Oh, God.
All right. So they're all burning.
Yes.
Good. That's good.
All right, so I go.
You make perception rolls.
Can I use hunting?
Nope. Just perception.
Battle?
This is just no. This is just like if you happen to notice something.
Oh, Stork
Good
is
job,
a
Stork.
noticer.
27.
18.
You roll a 10.
God. Dang.
You only need to get a 15.
Oh, good.
Oh, you are all noticey people then.
Okay.
29.
We're just like, I'm just busy dangling fire.
I'm like,
on-
wow, that's a cool arm you got now.
Yeah. For 5 more rounds.
The 3 katanas belong to the revenants were Takeda blades. Not lion's claws, but they were made by the same maker.
Take my Sumo to smash each one of those.
Okay.
So about that. Oh, whoa. Go into the ziggurat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You pass by and there's
you want me to turn off the fire?
I would rather not walk to fire.
Well, no,
through fire.
I'm not
Yes.
suggesting that you should walk through
No,
the
no,
fire. I'm just saying, do we want to wait? Do we want to...
Yes, we want to wait. Can you find out where he is? Do the kami have any idea where he is? I don't want to start going through ziggurat to ziggurat, being attacked by more and more undead.
I'm
That's actually
nervous
exactly what I want.
about communing with the additional kami in this area because of the amount of evil magics that he's been working.
So he could be sitting on a mountaintop laughing at us right now while we go through ziggurat to ziggurat.
I'm fuck the fire. I'm just going in. I'm sick of having conversations.
Right.
Man. Let's go.
Yeah.
next person tries to stop me from doing this shit, I'm killing. Straight up.
I'll turn off the
Really?
fire, so
Straight up.
Did you drop the fire?
Yeah.
For a
Okay, you
second,
dropped it.
I'm scared.
No.
All right. You go
I
inside.
wasn't suggesting you were scared. I was just... Do we need to check for anything? Is there anything we need to...
Yeah,
before
I
we go
want to
in
find
there?
the guy.
Yeah, we need to check to make sure that my Tetsubo.
Yeah. There's something important here. It's protected, so it's worth our
My
time.
blood is riled.
Yeah.
You walk in and it kind of goes, and there are like recesses where there are sort of swathed corpses.
Oh shit!
And you can see there's masks sitting on the ground around in front of almost every one of them. And you're kind of going along, and then you see some empty spots where then there's no masks. There's about 5 of those.
Well, I smashed the mask with my boot. as
Okay.
we walked
Yeah.
by.
Can I retcon for a second and say that I grabbed like a branch or something to make a torch out of?
Sure.
I'm going to use one of the burning bodies to light it. And as we go, I'm going to burn the bodies that are in the wrapped in
mummies
shrouds as we go.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the place is made of stone, so...
Sure.
Yeah, but smoke.
And there's a limited amount of oxygen inside the place.
That's why I said
Is
we
it
should have
that-
fisted it.
Are there that many bodies there?
You go down to the end,
Like,
and
how
then it
long is
turns.
the hallway? I guess I'm picturing a shorter...
Well, it's probably, I don't know, 40 feet. And then it turns, and it goes, and there's more. And then it turns, and it goes, and there's more. And then it starts descending.
Well, I mean, we got to do all that, so let's get to it.
All right, then never mind. If there's that many of them, I was thinking...
Well, if we
there's
just go
one
around
more.
and
I'll just
break
smash
the
them as we go.
masks.
Or
Yeah.
just decapitate the corpses.
Yeah, well, I'll do that then instead. I'll
Okay.
just
Yeah.
smash their head in as we go.
Yeah.
There's like over 100
Then our,
like,
then our arms are going to get tired,
swathed
Stu.
bodies in this nest. But yeah, you
Better than leave like possible guys who are going to come attack us from the back,
Sure.
the rear.
Yeah.
and you smash the masks and cut their heads off, and then you guys come back up, and those 3 wagons that are sitting there, 2 of them are still like almost full of masks. And you notice there are 3 other ziggurats here.
Can we do something about those wagons, maybe?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I can.
Light them on fire?
just smash them. Oh, with your whip.
Wrap them.
Okay, yeah, you can do
Before
that.
we descend in there,
Yeah.
I could have done that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can be doing that while that's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm going to say that you're going to spend the rest of the night decapitating bodies inside the sepulchres.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So sometime in the morning, you're exhausted,
Oh, good.
and you've decapitated somewhere around 400 corpses.
Cool.
And we still haven't got.
He's probably back in town.
Yeah,
Yep.
He probably had his revenants out here doing this.
that's exactly right.
That's okay. We
But-
stopped this.
Yeah,
This would have
I
been
agree.
very bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
This was.
Was there anything that
Yeah, this was my apocalypse scenario.
Yeah.
was there anything that showed like just for some more justification where he was actually performing the ritual?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's probably down near the bottom of that first ziggurat. There's all kinds of candles or whatever, and some kind of ceremonial knife or something, and little dark splotches in the sand where you can see his blood was soaked in. I mean, you have no doubt. You have no doubt.
Well, yeah, clearly he was here, but he came and left before we showed. Unless he snuck by us.
Well, we should return as quick
Is there
as
any
possible.
way that we can smash in the entrances to the other ziggurats?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Block them
absolutely.
off.
Fist him.
What was that? Was this, all night did we spend in just the one ziggurat?
No.
This was all three. Now
All
clear of
four. I think there were a total of 4.
Okay, so they're all clear of
Yeah.
reanimatable bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
then.
We don't need to worry about smashing the entrance.
Then let's just head back home. Actually, let's rest up and then head back home. Maybe? Because we're probably pretty tired.
We should sleep on our horses.
Why don't we take our ponies, attach them to one of these carts, and
I kind of lit the carts all on fire.
Yeah, we burned the carts.
Do we have anything to pick up the ceremonial knife?
ceremonial. Oh, right. Right.
Oh, you made another jade scabbard, didn't you?
I did.
I mean, it's kind of overkill.
It is, but
Yeah, but it's proof.
Still, yeah. It's still something we could use. But I still think maybe just like 4 hours of just some rest, just to catch up, and then we're back on it. Nothing like a full rest, just like enough to sort of get some water.
It makes all the sense in the world.
We
Rub
should.
the acid out of our muscles.
I think we should at least head back to town and raise the alarm and rest there.
Okay.
What's the alarm?
I'm just hoping that we don't get
That we still
ambushed by
haven't
something on
found
the
the
way
same
back.
mysterious figure?
Yeah. I mean, letting them know that there are possibly more zombies ready to attack.
Well, we've already made them aware and given the description of the guy that we saw perform the
Right.
ritual. But the thing is, we don't know how if somebody's already on the inside fucking things up. That's the whole problem.
Sure.
But if you think it's imperative for us to just muscle through, I'm for it. But I just think that we would benefit from just a few hours.
It was a long day.
Yeah, long night, long day and night.
Yeah.
Well, we'll need to take watches anyway.
Agreed. So let's take a 4-hour rest. We'll do one watch an hour. Everybody gets at least 3 hours of some of rest.
So who's hurt? Oh wait, I don't have medicine on this character. Sorry,
I
Never mind.
do.
Wrong guy.
And I can't remember how to use the skill. I think it was intelligence plus medicine.
Oh, do I need to put the? Do I need to use the jade unguent?
No. But he has medicine, so he's able to heal Kimmy and himself. Because I think you guys are the only ones who took damage, yeah?
The Jade Unguent did a couple things, I think. Let me double, if I recall. I have the note here somewhere.
The
5 applications.
2 times healing TN and -5 earth rolls versus taint.
Doubles natural healing and drops the TN for Earth rolls by 5.
Doubles natural healing. That's pretty good. Because I heal 9 a day when I rest. So that would be 18 a day. Would that
Did you get hurt? You didn't get hurt.
No.
Kimmy got 20.
No, Kimmy is the legend of being the shit kicked. She's like literally like Die Hard of samurai.
28 or
She needs a
something.
bloody T-shirt.
Oh, I just
I have a Tetsubo now. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's like 22, 23.
like 24 or something.
Yeah.
Sumimasen,
So you can do
motherfucker.
medical, yeah. Or you can use the
It was
dungeon,
not
or
Nakatomi
both.
Plaza.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna okay. I'm also gonna be a dick, and I'm sorry, but I think Makiko would not want to sit and rest. I think that would be something. So I get as a player that's the smart sense, but I'm gonna go with this. So I'm explaining this before I became a total asshole.
No, you've been totally like this the entire game.
Yeah.
This is absolutely no change of anything. Like I said, I'm willing to back your play if you feel it's important to get the hell out of Dodge. Cool.
Yes. Us wasting 4 hours to rest ourselves, we need to raise the alarm because there's obviously something huge happening, and we have no idea knowing if there's other ruins such as this around. There may be more that he's has ready to attack the city, and the city must have their defenses ready.
I'm with you.
And
but can you give us an hour and let him heal you and maybe use some of his unguent on you? I couldn't help but notice there's a nick in your armor.
An hour versus 4 seems like a good compromise.
Is it possible to do that while we ride?
I would be very saddened if you were to bleed out while we were riding.
It will not bleed out from this small nick.
It's like it's huge.
It's only a flesh wound.
Okay.
It's medicine plus intelligence, and a success at a 15 gives you 1, keep 1, and for every 5 over, it adds a throw die, a roll.
You are a fierce warrior, but your body is.
I'm not gonna raise.
Is your weapon.
Look at it quickly, and we will go on.
Good thing I didn't raise because I didn't do it.
Is it 15? Yeah, it's 15.
I wasn't even close.
Yeah. All right, then let's just go, man. That's fine.
I'm gonna do it on myself real quick. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're awesome.
He's like, oh yeah, that's what I shouldn't have done that. I'm real sorry.
Physician heal thyself.
It's like
It was a super lot.
Whiny bitch wants it still. It's her own
don't lick your finger before you put it in the wound.
And, okay, and
Number one rule.
And what does the unguent do to her?
It doubles natural healing.
I'm not
I
gonna-
rolled 15 on my heal
I won't
Okay.
let him use that on me right
for my wounds.
Why not?
Oh, you rolled 15 for your...
It literally takes seconds.
So,
now. Right, but we should save it. There's
So-
a finite amount of it for if we actually...
mechanically speaking, at nicked, you are at a -3 to hit anything.
No, she has ability that makes
Yeah.
her ignore the wound.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fine, man. She wants to be stoic about it. I'm all for it, man.
All
She's
right.
just making character choices.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I have a feeling we're going to face much worse later, and I want us to have that ointment when we face worse things.
Yeah, it's true. We keep thinking this is going to be like the big fight, and we always go,
This is not the big... Yeah.
All right.
L5R blue balls. That's what
You don't know still.
Okay.
You know L5R though.
So we get on the horses, and we start heading back.
So it's almost a day's journey back.
Yeah.
And you get back into the Ivory City right at around nightfall.
It's not burning, right?
It's not burning.
Okay.
No, there's still like the little fires of the body fires going.
Okay.
So, let's go to the palace immediately and seek an audience with the governor.
Okay.
And we only have 24 hours until the tournament.
True.
All right.
Good thing I'm in good health to participate.
Even you will want to rest before then.
Oh, yeah.
You get there, and she will see you immediately. So you go in to see Her Eminence.
And basically, bow down, Your Eminence. We bring dire news from the west. We tracked the Mahosukai, who had managed through subterfuge and the use of his powers to gain a vast amount of porcelain, which he fused to create thousands of masks, which he took to the ziggurats, to the necropolis ziggurats to the west. He attempted to raise those dead, but we managed to foil that plot before he did. But managed to escape before we could reach him. Here's the ritual dagger that he used. It's like in the sheath,
Right.
as evidence of this.
And the jade around, like the dagger's probably that long. The jade around it is already starting to turn black.
Yeah. We believe this city is in imminent danger, and that this was but one attempt to raise an army to take it. With the seemingly strange happenstance that your sensei died, was poisoned at about the same time that we expected the Mahozoi to have reached this town. We think that since there is really little chance of consequence with these dire portents, that perhaps he was killed by the Mahosuke himself, and this entire tournament is nothing but a ploy for him to try to inculcate himself in your court. We're also concerned about the 5 swords that are being made for your children, since there seems to be a lot of similarity between the current situation with the tainted swords and this.
Perhaps I should let the tournament go on and simply execute whoever wins.
Sama, since I plan on winning, that would be unfortunate. But I would ask that members of our party be allowed to participate and perhaps aid you and intercede. Members, doesn't have to be all of us. And perhaps intercede if we discover something, and give us a chance to perhaps question other contestants surreptitiously.
Who would allow this?
Perhaps also, Sama, if you would forgive me.
Hema.
Hema, sorry. Yes, sorry, I forgot. Thank you.
I forgot.
I forgot. Mahiko would not have forgotten.
Right.
Perhaps if, as a token to mark those who are competing in the tournament, a small jade amulet of some type for each to wear.
Indeed.
Or at least a sip of jade
Petal
infused
tea.
water.
But a token is a brilliant idea.
It marks them as a contender, someone to be respected, and would also help ensure the purity of all those who competed.
Indeed. Now, there are at least 2 members of the Spider Clan who would be entering the tournament. Would this perhaps cast a false air of suspicion on them?
If it were given to all those who competed, I would think.
But their jade would be affected. Ever so slightly, but would be affected.
If they are members of the Spider Clan that are known to this area and have been here for past year, that would be safe to assume that they're not the man that we are looking for.
I have a question, just out of character. I don't understand why would the...
Because they have the taint.
They're all
They're
tainted.
tainted.
All the Spider Clan members have.
It's under control. I mean, they
Got it.
they
Okay.
take measures to make sure it doesn't grow.
Okay.
But they
Got it.
are all tainted.
Oh, okay. Cool.
As
Yes.
a crab, you're like,
Yeah.
burn them all. The only good spider's a dead spider.
Well, what do they do? What do they do with crab who are tainted?
They
Send them on...
They basically let them be samurais until they think they can't make it. Then they turn them into berserkers and they die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, send them in...
Or send them off to become
And trust me,
spiders.
crab berserkers are fucking sick.
Yeah, it's stupid awesome.
Yeah.
And nothing to lose.
I could see it.
Well,
No,
usually it's like a flame out.
yeah. It's
Yeah. It is basically in the card game. You basically just remove them from the table to remove just about anything else. From
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the element of surprise would be important here in case this Mahosukai were able to come up with some sort of countermeasure for this. And I wonder if there's anyone here with the skills to manufacture such a thing out of jade, so I can keep it away from the craftsman, because the town, as you may or may not have noticed, has ears,
Indeed.
and word spreads here quickly.
Are the 2 spider samurai known to you? Have they been in this
Yes.
area for some time?
Yes.
Then it is unlikely that they are the Mahosukai. for we believe that they've recently arrived.
Perhaps jade-laced bindings for the swords, since they should be bound unless they are actually fighting, as part of the rule of the tournament. Do you think that perhaps you might be able to fashion something like this?
Jade-less bindings anyone can do. It's
I need them to be done in secret.
I could do that, yes.
Be my thought with an amulet, it would be an individual carving that could not be, that we could tell if it was one that was crafted by us or not.
Indeed.
It could not be replaced as easily.
That would take longer to make. We could use scraps of jade, and everybody with the leather thong, and everybody could wear it. It could be a scrap of jade in a circular form, which would be fairly easy to manufacture, or triangle even faster. But the thongs would be easy and fast. It's simple leather dipped in brown jade.
We have simply a day to do this.
We do. How many participants are there?
There are 20 entrants.
You seem to know a bit of ceramics. Could we
I know
possibly
crafting.
make a ceramic with a bit of jade inlaid in it? It would be much faster to craft. And it would still be recognizable and unique.
Before we have 12 hours.
It's going to start at noon, so you have like 15 hours. 16 hours.
I cannot speak to that. I know that I can. I know that I can take jade, break it into small chunks, and drill a hole in it in that time. I'm not sure if I can put it into ceramics.
But that would tell us nothing. For if someone's jade began to turn, they could replace it with another piece.
Perhaps a marking of some kind.
Yes, I can
Stamp his maker's mark on there.
I can do a marking on each one, each piece of it. I don't have time to make everything uniform because of the time constraint, and it's only me. We're talking 20 pieces, an hour per piece. That's 20 hours of work.
Not including anyone else of your group. Who
I'm not saying no. I can do this, but the quickest thing to do is to flake off chunks of jade and mark it with something and put a leather thong around it. That's the quickest.
But would such a thing be
Useful?
I may have some stores of jade in a uniform.
It's better than nothing. I mean, short of having them imbibe JT before they show up to the tournament, or everybody that walks in drink JT, because that would be immediately effective. That's all I can offer. I'm not saying no. I can work all night, but the quickest thing I can do is flakes of jade with a signature on it and a thong.
And also, we can just when the items are handed, we can judge reaction at that point, just to straight up get a bearing off of it. We're pressed for time, and this, and although this is a brilliant idea, we don't have the time to execute it to its utmost.
Unless there are people in the castle that have crafting abilities.
People that we
Even
trust.
still, if we were to put it in ceramics, we're talking at least a 12-hour period to get them set, fired, cooled, and a thong. The quickest is to flake jade, and
I will give you access to my private stores, and
I appreciate that.
there are many pieces of jade there, and perhaps you could come up with something that's somewhat uniform.
Please forgive us for boring you with this discussion.
perhaps? Indeed, I do not mean to continue with the point, but perhaps there are pieces that already exist that we could purchase and simply identify later.
That would be the fastest. Absolutely.
We must have all of them, though.
Indeed, but if there were pieces that we knew and were recognizable,
Perfect setup for a shopping montage.
When you need jade and you have nothing else to do.
We're gonna need a motto.
Why don't we get him started on the basic plan? The rest of us can go out and see if we can find some uniform jade item that we can purchase and eliminate any other supply of, and use that in its stead. So we have two possible plans. See which one works out.
yeah. Indeed, even if we cannot find one that's uniform, like as long as we have individual pieces that we can recognize again and make sure that there aren't duplicates there.
So what's the motto of this house? Is a So, okay, here,
I mean,
you don't have
she's
to look
the
it up. You don't have to look it up.
empress.
I'm going to make a small jade square, like maybe a six-sided dice size, which is, what, 1 inch by 1 inch, with the mon in the house
Big die.
on each one of them.
Okay, yeah, like you say, no die.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably 1/8 of an inch, quarter to an inch, 8 to 3/8 thick, with
Like a
the mon in
domino?
the house in the middle of it. Yeah.
Get a
And
bunch
square.
of craftsmen to do it, and then we kill them right after.
Yeah.
With a small little loop and then a leather thong through it that everybody can wear around their neck. 20 of them.
Yeah, you guys can totally do
So
that.
I can have somebody helping me chip out the jade in
I'll
squares.
help you with whatever I
Well,
can.
no, it's not just you. It could be somebody in the castle that actually does. I'm sure they have a craftsman or two,
Sure.
and so they can.
And
at least
she
be
wants
chipping-
wants to keep this
Secret.
as secret as possible.
Well, they can kill them afterwards.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's
what
kind of a
you don't do.
nefarious mon.
That is kind of
Hey.
nefarious.
Otomo.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the
A
snakes.
bunch of
Oh,
hungry
wow.
snakes.
Why couldn't it just be like simple,
looks
like a
like-
triangle?
It's like 4 snakes eating each other.
Holy
Fall
smokes.
snakes
Is that a
eating
fucking
each
orange,
other.
dude?
Is that a Celtic one, or is that the Emperor one?
That's Otomo family mon.
Wow.
There's other ones though. There's this. There's
That's very Celtic looking.
this one as well.
Yeah,
That
that's
also
not
came up as
okay.
Otomo.
Let's go with the other one because that's
That's
actually
really-
easier to carve.
Okay. Well, whatever it is.
So I'll
It's
have
the appropriate
I'll have
one.
them making squares, and I will
Horrifying
spend
hungry snakes.
the rest of the time carving as best I can that mon in each and every one of these.
Okay.
And then I will collapse into sleep and be useless for the tournament.
Okay. Give me like 3 crafting rolls.
Alrighty then.
Can we also get a list of the entrances so somebody
Yeah.
decides to duck this since we're giving out jade? We know who didn't show up.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Taking
So
the-
I have a blacksmith and I have a weaponsmith. Blacksmith.
Yeah, probably.
4 keep 2. You know what? I'm gonna spend a void.
You're keeping 3.
Yeah. But how many of these rolls do I have to make?
3.
3.
So that's
18.
That's successful.
that's 1. And I'm still down a void from the last time, so I'm not going to spend a void.
They
this
refresh
time.
every day, man.
Yeah, but I haven't slept.
Oh, that's true. So you don't let us fucking sleep.
I'm a total bitch.
Just think, if we'd slept 4 hours there, you'd only have
Thank
11
you.
hours to
Yeah.
travel.
Four is
Right?
It's 4 keep 2.
Yes, 4 keep 2, so 16.
You made it. You just needed 15.
Okay. One more. This is the critical one. You guys will wear those.
18.
You got it? Okay. All right.
Yay!
You did it.
So it's like 11 a.m. when this happens. Did anyone sleep? Or you
Oh,
guys
I did.
stayed awake?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If I'm gonna compete, I'm gonna sleep.
Slept like a baby.
Oh, I slept
Yeah.
too.
Slept? Okay. All right. They provide you with a list of the entrance. And they tell you that at noon there'll be a ceremony before the tournament at the Ivory Dojo. So you guys have an hour to kill.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I think I'm going to sleep through the whole
You
tournament.
probably will. So you're sleeping. Back at the inn again. You know, she offers to let you
That would
stay
be great.
in the palace.
If I could have an actual
She's kind of wants to keep you guys from going out anywhere and talking
Oh,
to anyone at
absolutely.
this point.
Actually, I want to return the horses that we borrowed.
Okay. To the Ivory Champion.
Yeah, to the Ivory Champion, because I actually already feel bad that we've taken so long to do so, because it was a great gift. And,
Right.
I basically returned the horses. I thanked him profusely. I explained to him what use that they were for the Empire, and that if they ever wish to sell one to a Daidoji, I would be in the market to buy one.
Rent
They
a
are
horse.
magnificent.
To rent a
They're
horse.
so big. They're so awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Seriously, when I get home, I'm going to have some talking to the stable hands. Like, why do we keep killing them when they get big? It's the stupidest idea ever. Who said we only need little ones?
All right. So noontime comes and the horns go off, and people start gathering in the sort of open area around it, and the champion or the contestants begin showing up, and there's a ceremony where they're received by the imperial governor, and they're each introduced at a time. And I think that's a great place to stop
Okay.
because it's 7:44.
I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna say it out loud now. Since I'm not gonna enter the tournament because I don't want to be a sword nanny. This is not Mikiko's dream in life. I'm gonna see if I can be near the imperial governor as like a bodyguard during this.
I'm sure that yes, I'm sure
Because I'm assuming that she's going to watch.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, she'll have her chancellor of the left and the chancellor of the right, and the
I'm going to be
ivory,
chancellor of watching your back.
Right. The ivory champion will be there as
She
well,
should-
of course.
Yeah, which probably is her Yojimbo, the ivory
Yes.
champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't trust anybody at this point.
He's a Shinjo, it's no big deal.
Maybe.
Whatever, dude. You're hardly even Rokugani.
Okay.
Okay, and we're done.
All
Thanks
right.
for watching.
Good game.
Now what do we do?
Bye for now.
We have a tournament.
We find out who gets punked next time.
Is that Muppet Show?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tomorrow we have D&D.
Monday.
It's Monday.
Dragon Heist?
Dragon Heist is tomorrow. And then we have Vault 818 on Wednesday. And keep an eye on our schedule, happyjacks.org/schedule, because certain games are taking days off and stuff with the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
So
We're not even sure what we're doing.
We're figuring that out.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. So check as soon as we figure it out. We do updates to the schedule. So check out the schedule, happyjacks.org/schedule, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
I'm going to play the song on the way out.
Bye,
It's a brand new one?
Are you still streaming? All right.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if
made it, guys.
I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives. I've piloted 1,000 souls. I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.